Lacrosse rink rivalry here tonight at the Rec Center in Stillwater. It's the Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Stillwater Ponies in a boys hockey clash here tonight at the Rec Center in Stillwater. Hans Bristol here, welcoming back Don Achmanson, who's with us here tonight as well. We're in the Christmas spirit, Don.
We are.
You hooked up our whole crew with some sweaters tonight.
I should have brought more.
You should have. We could have used a few more. We have seen some festive clothing in the fans as well, and not a bad way with a pretty good matchup here tonight to start off your holiday week.
Very exciting. I kind of feel like I want to say welcome to Crypto Arena, where two teams play. They're both at home. It's kind of like Staples Center in LA, where you have two teams sharing an arena. That's what we have tonight. It's fascinating. Two
teams that share this sheet of ice as their home ice advantage. And Don, for both sides, good starts to this season. They've piled up some wins, and I think you and I well know that these are two programs that a little bit of a rivalry matchup tonight. We should have a fun, highly contested game here.
Absolutely. Both these schools have plans for postseason action, so it'll be fun to watch the Stillwater Ponies in all black. Their fans are in the blackout section. We have a little bit of flannel and Christmas going on for Mahtomedi, who's wearing their white and blue. That's my color commentary.
There you go. There you go. Right on cue. Happy to have Don with us back here on tonight with you on high school hockey on VAC TV. Getting underway. Mahtomedi Zephyrs, number 3 ranked currently in Class A. The Stillwater Ponies, 4 out of their 5 wins to open the season as quickly as Charlie dragged down the left wing side, fires it in front of the net. And it's carried out of the Mahtomedi zone over the center red line by Carter Bees, who moves in on his backhand, threw it right in front of the net. Good stick there by Ben Dardis to clear that opportunity for the Ponies.
Yeah, and good play by defensive play by number 2, preventing him from getting a nice clean shot at the goalie, because that's what he wanted.
Mahtomedi Zephyrs 4-3 coming into this one tonight under their longtime head coach Jeff Peschel. On the other side, the Stillwater Ponies 4-1, and you go into this holiday break and you're looking for that momentum to kick you into the new year.
Absolutely. And you kind of wonder if bragging rights become an issue when you know these guys probably see each other all the time since they share this ice. I wonder if they run into each other.
You got to believe plenty of friendships and relationships and a tight knit between these two communities. Good shot on, forced a rebound into the slot on that look on goal by Ty Tacito as it comes free all the way through the Stillwater zone. Just barreled away to this right side by Thomas Anderson. 3-0 loss to Hermantown the last time out for this Mahtomedi side as their forecheck pick up an opportunity. High point shot is deflected off into the corner as that look was taken on goal for the Mahtomedis. Brent Golichen right there on that second line here for the Zephyrs. Quickly up ice come Wyatt Carroll, but the Ponies skate in offside, coming off a 5-2 win against Eastridge. A nearly flawless year, just one overtime deficit to start the season for the Ponies.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna lose once in overtime, so be it, right? But I think we're going to see a real physical matchup tonight. I've seen some big, strong hits early, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that as the action continues.
It's a pair of shots on goal to the Ponies, to one Mahtomedi look on goal here so far. Ponies are the visiting team on the scoreboard here tonight at the Rec Center. Tend to be covered in a good amount of red, so that they are the visitors on the scoreboard here tonight. That shot is blocked inside of the Zephyr zone, carried out to the Mahtomedi blue line for a moment. Now it's carried in down the left wing wall as Seth Nelson fired it on goal and might have caught some netting there. We'll get a face-off inside the Pony zone.
Yeah, it is interesting to see the fans that we're typically used to seeing on the east side of or west side of the arena. Now they're over on the other side, so that's fascinating to kind of watch.
Unique matchup, two close-knit communities.
Yes.
In sports is a big part of these two programs.
Feels like a really good rivalry type game.
Yes, absolutely. Not a bad way to, as I mentioned, kick off your week, but kind of going into that holiday break, look for a bit of momentum. Is Greg Zanin, the NHLer, his 3rd year in charge of this Pony program, the longtime Zephyr head coach. Jeff Peschel on the other side, 25th season in charge of this Mahtomedi program as this puck skips right through neutral ice. Will be chased down deep and icing waved off by Brendan Winter into the Stillwater zone. Winter brings it out behind his own net. 14:23 to go. Scoreless here in the first period.
There's some of that physicality.
Absolutely. Big hit right there through neutral ice over the center red line. And flip down in toward the Pony crease where we'll get a face-off and a bit of extracurriculars there right away to start here tonight.
Yeah, number 11 took a little shot from the goalie. Didn't appreciate the Top Gun-like flyby. Don't buzz the tower. That's not okay.
Thomas Anderson, the junior, in goal tonight. 18 save performance, and that win, their last time out against East Ridge, has been solid to start this year for the Ponies, as well as Ben Dardis, the senior, at the other end for the Zephyrs. This puck gets rifled into the near side corner. Collected in behind the goal by Roski. Roski's played there off the puck. Good forecheck by Haycraft on this near side. Now Haycraft shovels in front. Good look on goal. Anderson comes up with the stop. David Wolfsved, the junior, there with the chance. And the early opportunity for the Zephyrs. Fed in behind the Zephyr goal. Coming out with it is Dustin. Dustin was looking for a black sweater in front. Ponies skating from left to right.
Yeah, Riley Struza was swimming around in front of the goal, trying to keep his stick loose and get a shot on.
I feel like it's one of those games where the physicality in front of goals is going to be a real difference here, especially with some fresh legs in the early portions of this game.
I agree with that.
Picked right up off the center red line. The junior Johnny Grove hands it off to Hodchelbeck. He plays it onto the near wall. Gulichen chases in the corner. Hodchelbeck throws in front of the net, but Tacito is right there to come up with the takeaway.
Yeah, Grove had a good look there.
So it skips under the stick of Mosley, and we'll get another stoppage inside of the Mahtomedi zone. And really unique, kind of going back to the Crosstown rivalry. You've seen a lot of Stillwater sports, and if there's anything I've learned in a few months covering them, they're tight-knit communities, and Mahtomedi's no different. Very passionate about their sports. Yeah, very passionate, and I think you can see a pretty good crowd here. Absolutely. It's a Tuesday night. The parking was full. Parking lot was full. You are correct. Plan ahead. Which is great to see. You really want to see some good crowds out at these games. It's held in at the Zephyr blue line for a moment. Good stick. Pokes it down in the Stillwater zone. Hodchelbeck giving chase. Fires wide of Thomas Anderson in goal. But a good single effort opportunity there from the sophomore Jake Hodchelbeck. So not recorded a point this season. Nearly was close to one there. But we stay scoreless. It's fed around the near side wall. Stillwater's the one loss this season. That loss came to Blaine in overtime. They had some strong 6-goal performances to open this season. They scored 7 once even. Absolutely. Against Cottage Grove. And that other 5-goal performance, I should say, came against East Ridge. Had a good win over White Bear Lake to open their season. 3-2 with a stoppage here. 12:01 in a scoreless game. Our shots on goal 4-3 favoring Mahtomedi. To kick us off here in period number 1. The lone time these two teams meet this season. Did not meet last season, with the teams staying within the conferences and the shortened 2021 kind of winter into spring campaign. And these teams, I think, we're just happy to be back together. But interesting, Don, for these teams coming back into this season on a little bit more regular of a schedule compared to last year's shortened season, as a shot whistles wide from the blue line for Stillwater. Probably nice to have that mix of opponents, and especially, like you said, it's a tight-knit community, so these guys probably know each other, so it's fun to play someone you know that you may have been on a younger team with, you know. Quickly fired his right-hand side. Good skate forward for Riley Scusa. He's pushed off the puck in the corner. He's out free to the half-wall moment. Now cross-ice pass, skips ahead of the stick of Haycraft. Now well out of his crease is Thomas Anderson, who then has to scurry back and deflect a shot that came from the center red line. Yeah, he looked unfazed by that, so he's an aggressive goalie, and they're fun to watch, but they can also make you really nervous. Pair of one-goal, two-cone games, and that puck comes free on the stick side of Thomas Anderson. Boy, I don't even know how that puck got there. Took a weird bounce off the end wall and nearly turned into a chance. It got stuck in the net behind, and then one of the players poked it out, scooped it up front, then everyone crashes at the net. I think that puck might have, I wonder if it actually went in. No, it never did. Saw the water bottle drop on the back of the goalie, though. It's always kind of a signal, right, for us up here. Look for that water bottle, do a bit of a dance.
And the nets are rocking.
11:06 to go. 7 shots on goal here to start for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Coming into this one 4-3. They only have one win over a Class 2A team, but that does not phase a program like Mahtomedi. As over the Zephyr line comes Aiden Anderson. The senior moves in, trying to feed it to his backhand. Lost the puck in the slot. Zephyrs recollect at the center red line as it's now a deflected pass. Eventually intercepted. He pokes free out of the air, unable to hold the zone.
Yeah, good D by Anderson there.
There's Mosley trying to gather it before entering the Mahtomedi end of the ice. These two teams, 4 wins apiece, with a good hit towards center ice there.
That went off Roski.
Ty Tacito was involved. Roski is well involved, and a physical start to this one between the Ponies and Zephyrs.
Ty likes contact, so it'll be interesting to keep an eye on him as this game goes on.
The senior captain Bo Dustin battling it off the end wall. Strong blue liner for this Stillwater team that defensively have had a strong start to this season. As that one skips right in front of the net. There was one Pony stick there. Puck comes free wide on goal. Kylan Enan, the last one to it. Nearly the junior had a chance on goal there for Stillwater.
Man, Santa was in the living room but didn't get a cookie there. That was close.
The holiday puns are gonna be fast and furious tonight, as that's a good gift right in front of goal there for the Ponies, but denied that time yet again by Pendardis. Seniors had to come up with a couple more dangerous chances than the Zephyrs have had, as Stillwater don't pick up a loose puck out of their zone, and forcing a save to the Thomas Anderson, the junior, in their crease.
Yeah, lucky that rebound ended up going to a Stillwater player. That's the kind of rebound Mahtomedi wants to capture.
Pushed all the way into that far side corner. 4 wins to open the new campaign for both these sides. 12 wins last season for Stillwater. As it's chased down in the near corner, David Wolfstead, the first one there to it. Charlie Trog trying to pick it off the end wall. Good hit there by Bernier. And it's played in right at the Zephyr blue line. Just for a moment, skips away free. Couple of good looks on goal here, Don, but neither team really in their offensive rhythm so far.
Not at all. I think Stillwater had a good push, like you said earlier, but otherwise it's been onesie, twosie moments. So that just shows you that the quality of play out here and the focus on defense.
Mahtomedi, 3-0 loss to Hermantown, as free down the left-hand wing comes Mosley. Mosley sends it in front, and a goal for Stillwater. Beautiful feed, and right there the senior Aiden Anderson to finish it off. 1-0 Ponies. Aiden Anderson is going to collect his 3rd goal of the season with 8:29 left here in period number 1. It's going to be Anderson from, for sure, Ethan Mosley, who set that goal up.
Yes, and did you hear what the Stillwater fans were chanting? This is our house, which tonight has an interesting twist to it. So they're chanting, "This is our house," as they score the first goal. Shots on goal are now 8-6. It was 7-3 earlier, so Stillwater's really put a push on, and that pass was phenomenal.
So Aiden Anderson, the senior, his 3rd goal of the season, and was really set up by the senior Ethan Mosley, who just made that play happen. And playmakers are so critical on your offensive attacking end of the ice. Ponies have done that, took care of an opportunity, have a lead.
There's some physicality.
Here's a good forecheck by the Zephyrs, and that's fed in front by Johnny Grove. And we've got a net off the post, as you mentioned, to pause our play, with a Stillwater lead with 7:58 left to go here in the first. So we get a face-off there to the glove side of Thomas Anderson.
I feel like Anderson got it, knocked the net off with his left foot, pushing backwards as he came and followed the puck across the ice.
The Zephyrs looking for a response. It kind of felt like they had controlled some of those opening minutes with the better of chances so far in this game, but right now looking at an early 1-goal deficit here against the Ponies, as these two teams battle it out on neutral ice here tonight. It's Tuesday night before the Christmas weekend. That was picked in, a good soccer touch there right from the
It was a soccer-style touch. Good call.
Stillwater blue line. Zephyrs able to deflect it high up and over the red line. It will skip into the Stillwater zone. No icing, 7:29 to go. So there's a bit of physicality now, even after the play as well. Getting into it there was the junior Carter Haycraft. As carrying in is Mosley down the left-hand wing, and that's fired right on the Mahtomedi goal for a stop. And all sorts of extracurriculars. No Christmas cards sending between these two sides here tonight, Don.
No, I think we're going to see a lot of coal handed out by these guys to each other. It looks like there's going to be some, I don't know, I wouldn't call it Christmas spirit, that's for sure. Some Grinching going on. That just shows you how much this game means to them, both. Like
Absolutely.
You said, 4 wins apiece. Somebody wants 5 real bad.
Bit of holiday tournament action for these two teams coming up early next week, but this is the only game of kind of a long week break, and well, you want to head into the weekend on a good note, on a good spirit of a big victory over an in-town rival. Well, this game has shown up to that point. Right now, the Ponies with the advantage. The senior Aiden Anderson, his 3rd goal of the season. This is Carroll firing in a diagonal pass. Good hit laid off in the corner there by a pair of Ponies. And now on the near side, it's Johnny Grove who had a look in on goal. Picked up in behind the back by Tommy Lindberg.
Loved watching Lindberg's defense. He said, hey, I've got this side. He was kind of talking about how he was going to protect his goalie on that last attack, which you really like to see, that communication and that intelligence going on.
2 or 3 of the losses this season have been by 2 goals or less for Mahtomedi so far. They lost their section final to Gentry Academy, which is a really fascinating story. At Gentry Academy, both on the boys and girls side, being placed in Mahtomedi's section and kept them out of the state tournament last season to a Zephyr program that almost have a name in the bracket every season.
Right, penciled in basically.
After coming off a state championship the year before under their longtime head coach Jeff Peschel. And no denying it, Mahtomedi always have tough schedules. Played off the corner, trying to be fed out to the half walls. It skips off the center ice line and out for what'll be a face-off upcoming right in neutral ice with 5:56 to go. Those shots on goal still slightly favoring the Zephyrs, and it feels like the one chance, the one great opportunity here in the first period, Ponies took advantage of it. Yeah,
it was teamwork, really. I mean, I think all the other opportunities have been kind of a player gets a steal type of thing, but that was the first time we saw an excellent pass. And if you can have that redirection go on, there's a better chance you're going to score.
These two teams are strong programs. One side competing in the Metro East, the other the Suburban East Conference. There's one Pony that goes down on this near wall. No whistle yet so far. We have had in this contest is that one might have caught the official.
It did.
In the lower half of the circle and might have kept it off the stick of one Pony.
I think the Pony had to contend with the zebra on that one.
It was nearly to the stick of Daniel Roski.
Zephyrs and zebras and Ponies. It's a...
Hey, I tell you what.
Ooh, nice shot.
Good look on goal, and that chance
boom
there from Aiden Anderson, who's got the goal scoring on the score sheet here tonight. As Tacito couldn't keep it behind the Mahtomedi goal. Icing waved off, and collecting out of the near corner is the Stillwater Ponies.
I think Mahtomedi's had one icing called and 2 waved off, and sometimes to me that's an indicator of the game.
Officials know it, trying to let this game be as competitive and as free-flowing as they can let it, as this is Kyle Enan moving in. He feeds it back, and Bernier trying to force it in front of goal, but that comes clear to the far side, and now the Zephyrs skip back through neutral ice. This is Gulachen. Got up pass knocked away, skips it across the slot, looking to be chased down by Egan on that far side, as Egan couldn't collect it there. As it comes out free by Will Kane to the near wall.
Lindbergh blocked that earlier shot, so we can say his name again. He's having a good night.
Senior Tommy Lindbergh on that second defensive unit alongside Will Kane in the 29 sweater for the Stillwater Ponies. With 4:03 to go, 1 goal lead for the Stillwater Ponies. Aiden Anderson, the senior, his 3rd of the season, coming with 8:29 left here in the first period. Glad to have you along with us. High school hockey on Back TV tonight. Look out. A puck goes sailing up into some fans here tonight. Had the whole student section ducking.
There we go. Someone's got it. I think they're trying to figure out if they get to keep it or not. Usually fans will throw it back, but I think that mom pocketed that one.
Student sections like to be
now they're going to get the stare down.
Close up on the boards, always trying to make their name involved. And I believe, unfortunately,
oh, do we have somebody?
They are going to be.
I think we have someone down.
The proper medical needs are going to be on the way.
I think it might have been maybe people dodging versus the puck actually hit him, because I think unless the puck deflected off somebody and went up.
Yep. Well, the proper medical staff will appeal to that situation. Meanwhile, this puck skips right in front of the Mahtomedi goal. A pair of black sweaters there can't turn it on goal. Carter Bees was in the mix, and the attacking end for the Ponies. As it'll be Charlie Dragg, the winger, to try and chase this away from Grant Miller on the near side with 3:22 left in our first period of action. 1-goal lead for Stillwater. Ponies coming off a win. Mahtomedi dropping a result to the always mighty Hermantown Hawks. 3:09 to be going to his first period, but that's some competitive opponents to start your season there, Don, with the likes of Hermantown and Stillwater on back-to-back nights.
I mean, you want to get those measuring sticks out, right? You want to see how you're going to do. You want to see how these other teams are in regard to what you can compete and accomplish. I love seeing that happen.
We do have 3 matchups against Class 2A teams, which, again, competing in the Metro East doesn't really say a whole lot to the Mahtomedi side. They did drop a result, 3-1 to Cretin-Durham Hall, 3-2 to Hill Murray. They did knock off St. Thomas Academy 3-1 earlier on in this season.
Yeah, three goals in their 3 losses. So I think for them, the number 3 is a magic number.
And the blue line step up to the test tonight, as we know that this Pony side have some definite playmakers, as that was a look on goal from Grant Miller, the senior that time, out of a high slot. His shot deflects into the corner. Is Cav Bruner, who plays it up the near wall and a long skate forward. Valencian looking to chase it down. First one to it was Brandon Werner. In his first period, Stillwater's been very good, very aggressive along the walls. Really haven't given Mahtomedi a lot of space to work with, especially kind of playing their attacking zone on the wider edges of the ice.
Yeah, I think their best chance has been those steals and breakaway type of situations, versus the dump and chase has not been very effective because Stillwater's been on top of it.
2:05 left here in period number 1. 1-goal lead for Stillwater. The goal coming from the senior Aiden Anderson with 8:29 left in this first period. Played off this near half wall, fed into the corner. Daniel Roski, who was right there trying to look for Ty Tucito. There's another big hit. The big hits have been coming in this one so far. Tucito lays it out in front. Egan comes up with the takeaway.
Yeah, nice center, but nobody there.
Crafts able to feed it in behind, and Kognoski forces it up to the center red line. Dumped in by Egan with 1:25 left here.
And they're going to change their line, so they're going to get new skates on the ice.
Really a break that these teams look forward to. About a week off throughout the Christmas holidays. There's a wrister from the left wing, and that just sails high. Might have caught a piece of Ben Dardis, the senior, in goal. Good season for him so far. 2 shutouts on the year. The 1.5 goals against average for the left-handed goaltenders. There is a look at the 3rd-year head coach Greg Zanin. Started off as a volunteer coach with the Stillwater program, obviously known for a bit of time with the Minnesota Wild in the NHL, and Zanin's really grew himself into this program. He's taken over now and has his 3rd year underway as a head coach at the high school level.
Building a successful program, that's for sure.
This one's fed in front off the forehand. Carter Bees had a look there on goals. It's held in by the blue line on Lindenberg.
He's got it back.
It feeds back into the Bees into our final 60 seconds of our opening frame here. Just a 1-goal lead for Stillwater. Felt like, Don, those opening about 5 minutes or so in his first period, Mahtomedi had a really good buzz to their attack. That settled down a little bit, and I think it's come at the defensive end for the Ponies.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the intermission Oh, now we're looking at the Mahtomedi coach.
Jeff Peschel's 25th season, really well done article on him that released about 2 years ago, and just the toughness of his schedule and how important that has been to Peschel. And part of this success, where you'll see the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, they might not have the best glowing record into a tournament like the state or section tournaments, but they are always competitive, always a team to not be overlooked, as this is fed quickly to Carter Bees down the right wing side.
Puck was dangerously bouncing in front of the Stillwater net, but no one could connect on it.
So the grade A chances haven't been at a maximum here so far in this first period for the Zephyrs. As with 25 seconds left, there's a hit applied in the corner. Bouncing puck, collect, nice stick handle right at the blue line. And ahead come the Zephyrs with a look on goal, that time from Grant Dardis, the senior. But it's right into the glove of Thomas Anderson, who so far has 11 saves in this first period.
Yeah, and I think pretty much most of those saves have been direct shots at him. It's going to be hard to beat a good goaltender with direct shots on him. I mean, yeah, you might be able to snipe and get, squeeze something through, but I think you're going to have to see some misdirection and distraction if you're going to try to get one past that Stillwater Pony goalie.
Final seconds of our first period. Stillwater with a 1-goal lead. There's a pass. Ended up on the glove side of Anderson. Fed out of the corner by Drog. Now Wolfson trying to feed it in front. Drog right in there. Backhanded chance and played onto the end wall. A good stop. That will lead us into the end of our first period. And the players on the ice certainly not done.
Clocks can say 0, but they're not done.
After a really good chance by the Zephyrs to finish off this first period, and still a bit of scuffling going on it, having to get officials involved. And a bit of those emotions kind of overflowing. And
he's like, let me go. I want to go to the locker room.
Mahtomedi, that might have been one of their better chances there toward the end of that first period, as we are at the end of one. Fun one here so far. The Ponies leading by 1. It's Mahtomedi nothing, Stillwater 1 at the end of first. We'll be right back for high school hockey on VAC TV.
Opportunities that our students have to learn and grow on a daily basis through all of our physical education and health courses is second to none. We're very fortunate, and we're thankful to be able to take advantage of all the learning opportunities that we get to create and share with our students.
For personal and community health, we hit all the national standards, including the mental health standards. We as a department think it's important to try to eliminate the stigma attached to mental health, and we do a lot of different activities and learning that will help empower students to help themselves and to help other people.
It's really important to teach our students the necessary decision-making skills regarding alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We also have people come in from a program called Know the Truth. They have graduated from a rehabilitation facility to overcome their substance abuse disorder.
Our sexual health unit focuses on communication respect, both for ourselves and for others. Students really reflect on their personal values and their viewpoints to make healthy decisions surrounding their sexual health.
In nutrition, our students will learn to develop the knowledge and skills that will be needed to help them to make healthy food and beverage choices throughout their lives.
The primary purpose of the American Red Cross First Aid, CPR, and AED training is to help students recognize and respond appropriately to cardiac, breathing, and first aid emergencies. All students will have the opportunity to be certified if they desire.
The goal of our Fitness for Life class is to encourage students to develop and maintain a health-enhancing level of fitness, along with discovering activities they may want to do and continue to do once they graduate from high school.
Our weight training course is designed to help students develop basic and advanced weight training techniques and to understand those concepts to allow for fitness and health growth and development. Students will take ownership through SMART goals by developing their own SMART goals. It's individualizing and taking ownership of their learning.
Unified PE is a unique opportunity for students with varying abilities, backgrounds to come together. We focus on the physical, intellectual, and social growth of all students in physical education. Special Olympics and our own Ponies Trust Club support this class with fun activities, field trips. They offer collaborations with other unified schools and so much more.
Team sports is a really good class we have here at Stillwater High School. It is designed for anybody that likes to compete, and you don't necessarily have to be a varsity athlete to be in this class. And there's a little bit of something for everybody in team sports.
Our personal fitness and sport class is a great opportunity for students to explore how they can incorporate exercise into their daily practice for a lifetime. We also encourage proper nutrition, hydration, and sleep habits throughout our semester so that they can take these beyond just our classroom. As Phy-Ed and health teachers here at Stillwater High School, we help our students make connections between our courses and their everyday lives now and in the future.
Fun is the name of the game at the Lumberjack. Throw some axes, enjoy Union Alley, sit back, relax, take in the excellent food and drinks. The next time you are out and about in beautiful downtown Stillwater, visit Sarah and the great staff for a fun night out. Visit the Lumberjack off Commercial Street in downtown Stillwater today for a glass full of fun.
Cheers.
Community Ed serves a great purpose in our community and helps keep families connected.
Community education has something for everyone.
I really love watching the kids improve.
You can do it! Nice job!
Come and see us at Community Ed for a good time for kids and families.
Preserve those local events that last a lifetime. Visit the VAC TV store on your computer or mobile device to purchase school programs and community events. DVD, Blu-ray, and digital downloads are available. Make it easy and search for your program that you wish to purchase. Buying is convenient with multiple options at your disposal while checking out. Visit vactv.org/store today.
End of one here at the Rec Center in Stillwater. The hosts, Mahtomedi, trailing the Stillwater Ponies in this cross-rink rivalry between the Zephyrs and the Ponies of Stillwater. Hans Bristol, Don Huckman back here with you from the Rec Center. Good first period, Don. Some physicality, that opening goal from Stillwater, but Mahtomedi had their chances.
Yeah, you talked about it early. The 7-3 shots on goal. Now it's 12-10. You can just, that alone tells you that there's been a complete shift from early on to later on where Stillwater's fight, but they're still fighting. We saw two players get into it. I think we might have some penalties coming into the second period.
There were some penalties handed out into period number 2, as it was just the one goal coming in that first period that have the Stillwater Ponies in front. The senior Aiden Anderson, we'll have a look at it here. A great feed from his winger Mosley, and Anderson not missing that chance.
Right, and that's the one goal in the game is the one time where you saw redirection, where you saw teamwork and cooperative effort. Any other shots, I don't think you really saw that happening, and that's the difference in the game.
As right at the end of the period there, we did see some minor penalties handed out.
Oh yeah, look at Haycraft. Haycraft's got that zebra running. Get off me, I want to go back to the locker room.
And they've been doing that throughout this game so far, and that's what you'd expect. Two teams on their own home ice, a good crowd, headed into a holiday rink. You'd expect that out of one period of play.
Oh yeah, and they might be in different levels, but they don't think of it that way. They're going to scrap. I just love to see that. I'm excited about the second period. I want to see what else is under the tree as far as the Christmas stuff goes.
Well, I think for us as spectators, there's plenty more gifts to come.
Yeah, let's open some more.
In this one tonight in the Rec Center. We're in the holiday festivities. We've got our sweaters on. We have candy canes here. And so far, we've had a gift of a game in this first period here for you. With a 1-0 lead for Stillwater over the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Coming back to you with the second period in just a minute. Stay with us.
Ed serves a great purpose in our community and helps keep families connected.
Community education has something for everyone.
I really love watching the kids improve.
You can do it! Nice job!
Come and see us at Community Ed for a good time for kids and families.
Smells so bad. you doing?
Well, my GPA isn't really the best, so I thought I could try for an athletic scholarship.
Maybe you should go talk to a coach about that.
Good idea. I'll do that.
No.
No. Yeah, that's not going to work.
I love the effort, Tori, but you should probably go see the College and Career Center.
So sports scholarships really aren't looking too hot for me. What are my other options?
It's a good thing you got other options. So there are scholarships that are merit-based, and that's going to depend on your academics. So ACT score, transcript, you're going to want to check into your college just to see what those merit-based scholarships are and that you qualify for those. And then there's also community scholarship. It's just for Stillwater seniors. And they have offered over 90 scholarships given to Stillwater students. They give over $400,000. And the process to apply is you fill out an application. You have to have 2 letters of recommendation, one from a teacher and one from a community member. You also have to write a personal statement. And then you want to make sure you look at the criteria of each scholarship to make sure you qualify for that. Scholarships will open up in October and they are due in February.
Okay, so where do I get started?
What you want to do is check out the high school website and all the instructions are there.
Fun is the name of the game at the Lumberjack. Throw some axes, enjoy Union Alley, sit back, relax, take in the excellent food and drinks. The next time you are out and about in beautiful downtown Stillwater, visit Sarah and the great staff for a fun night out. Visit the Lumberjack off Commercial Street in downtown Stillwater today for a glass full of fun.
Cheers.
I'm Rob Bach, and I'm the principal here at Stillwater Area High School. We're located just south of Highway 36, almost at the intersection of Highway 5 and Highway 36. We are actually part of the oldest school district in the state of Minnesota. So we have a long-standing tradition of academic excellence dating back way before a lot of other schools and districts. We're at right around 2,800 students. We're a 9 through 12 high school, so we average almost right on the dot at just about 700 kids per graduating class. Our academics are off the charts. I literally just gave a tour to executives from Anderson Windows who wanted to come in and see our fabrication lab. And our students took executives from Anderson Windows and showed them the different pieces of technology that we have, the different machines that they use on a daily basis, took them through their design process. Stillwater Area High School's music programs, whether it's choir, whether it's band, whether it's orchestra, are the cream of the crop. And literally kids from other schools want to come hear what our kids are doing to get a sense of what they can be, and other directors want to come see what we're doing to get a sense of what they can aspire to. We are training tomorrow's leaders. That's who we have in schools, and that's a charge that we take pretty seriously. We are about developing communicators. We want kids to be critical thinkers. We want them to be able to collaborate with each other, self-advocate. That really is the portrait of a graduate that we are working on developing here at Stillwater Area High School. Kids have to have skills that transcend certain job skills. We're intentional about developing those other pieces, and those are the kinds of kids that are going to wind up being leaders in tomorrow's society.
One period down, 1 goal for us here so far between Stillwater and Mahtomedi as the Ponies take the ice with that 1-goal lead to the delight of a good-sized Pony student section here tonight at the Rec Center. Aiden Anderson, the difference in that first period of play here so far in this cross-rink rivalry. The two sides, Mahtomedi and Stillwater, both on their home ice, a neutral site game here tonight.
I think technically it's a home game for Mahtomedi.
I do believe so. They're the home team on the scoreboard.
But Stillwater's in familiar territory, that's for sure. Just on the other side of the ice. I wonder how they do the locker room situation, if it's like the same one like
That's
they normally
very true.
do.
That's very true. Because, you know, athletes, they like their routines, right? You would wonder which coach would want kind of the routine and the similar. And maybe it's enough just being here in this building.
I know the fans have to switch sides, but otherwise, I mean, the But I got to say, Stillwater, good representation on the blackout theme.
Absolutely.
They've hit that solid. They're matching their team's colors. I haven't figured out the theme of the Mahtomedi fans. It seems to be very eclectic.
Saw some flannels.
I saw some flannel, saw some Christmas.
Little bit of Christmas in there. And obviously, a lot of that blue and gold that you see across.
Maybe it's a winter theme.
Yeah, there you go.
Flannel and
Flannels,
Christmas, kind of wintry on the solstice day.
That works for this week. We got the sweaters going on up here. Nonetheless, good opening period. Felt like Mahtomedi were in control in some of those opening minutes, but boy, that switched after that Stillwater goal, and Stillwater got much more physical in their defensive end.
I almost wonder if Stillwater locked in after they kind of assessed what was going on. Really interesting there. As this period begins, you have the Apert, number 35, was talking to number 32, Dardis. So there's a good long conversation there. I don't know, some motivational talk going on there, some tips. Good to see the goaltending advice like that happening with those two seniors.
You're absolutely right. A pair of seniors there, and Dardis has gotten the green light for a solid majority of these games this season. Does have 2 shutouts to his name. Right now dealing with a 1-goal deficit. We do have a pair of players in the penalty box to start this second period. Some coincidental minor roughing. It is going to be Bo Dustin of Stillwater and Carter Haycraft of Mahtomedi. They corrected that for the Zephyrs through the intermission. I believe I told you at first it was Pognoski, 21.
Yes.
They came back out on an announcement and said 22, the junior Haycraft.
Haycraft was the one being held by the by the zebra as he was trying to get off the ice. He just wanted to get the heck out of there after whatever happened.
You're spot on. Is Ty Tocito had a bit of a wraparound chance right out the front to start. This is
nice.
Aiden Anderson moving his slot. Beautiful stick to work it away from Aiden Anderson that time. And it has to be chased down by Golinchin all the way deep inside of the Stillwater Pony zone. And there's a chance in forcing a big stop by Thomas Anderson to open this first period. A good look there to start for the Zephyrs. Collected out of the far corner, forced in front of goal, no problem. That
nice
time for Dardis. Now a puck comes free. It skips out of the Mahtomedi zone. A good look at both ends to start this period. Ponies in the Zephyrs, 2 wins, 2 teams, 4 wins to open their 2021-22 campaigns. Back onto the quote-unquote regular normal schedule for the winter high school sports season. It's blocked at the blue line. Comes out free. Opportunity 2-on-1 here for Stillwater. Moving in. A shot and a glove save on the look on goal that time from Riley Scusa, the junior, looking for his first goal of the season.
Yeah, I like Scusa. He looked left first to see if he had a teammate coming. When he didn't, said, well, I'll take a shot then.
Riley Scusa joining that top line of Cambriere and Carter Bees. Some good playmaking options that Greg Zanin and his staff get the opportunity to work with this season, and so far it has been producing with 4 wins out of your opening 5. You dropped that 1 game in overtime. Seen some good tough opponents to start the season as well.
No less than 2 goals, so they can put some points on the board.
The defensive effort really stood out in that opening 17 minutes to the Ponies. Respond with that here in the second period, leading by a goal. Physical shoving back and forth right in through neutral ice. Fed out of the center red line there by Grove. And stopped in behind his own cage is Thomas Anderson. With 15:05 to go, just about 2 minutes inside of our second period as a giveaway comes free right in front of the Stillwater net. Great look for Seth Nelson, fires wide.
Yeah, Nelson probably wishes he could have lifted that because he had a great opportunity sitting in front of the net with that just sitting there under the tree. Just open it. Let's go.
5'10" junior center on that third line looking for a chance as Dardis comes flying in. Shoveled it in front of the Stillwater goal. No.
Yep. Tried to set up Egan.
Egan was in the area. Zephyrs can't make it. Goal scoring opportunity that time. As up ice down the near wall as it's forced in front of goal. That puck still might be loose.
I think it's
sprawling for the stop is Dardis.
Great stop by Dardis because that was really a great setup by Stillwater, coming down with some speed, great pass, good opportunity.
Nearly made it 2-0 just like that, but
here's another look at it.
Embriere started that opportunity, flicked right on goal. That's a solid stop by the senior Ben Dardis. Maybe his biggest one in this game so far. Shots are shared at the moment, 13 apiece, with 12 saves on the night for Dardis. And one first period goal. Whipped around on goal, denied on the stick side of Ben Dardis as DeCito had that opportunity on goal that time. Mosley was right there as well for Stillwater as it's shoveled in on the blue line. Mosley's going to collect, has DeCito in the middle. Mosley leaves it off for Anderson. Anderson couldn't fire it on goal. And it's played down on the skate by Haircraft. It's fed down the near wall, just turns into a turnover. It's the Ponies recollect. They'll have a 3-on-2. This is DeCito moving in, fed across crease, and it just fires high there for Ethan Mosley. Another good look on goal. Now the defensively late skating back on a back check this time for Stillwater, and the Zephyrs, a lot of space, can't come up with it. Now a chance right in on the Stillwater goal and stopped by Anderson. The junior Carter Haycraft. All sorts of time and space. Anderson comes up with the stop.
Man, Haycraft had that in his hands and just had to find a way to get it around Anderson. Solid stop. But man, you cannot give Haycraft opportunities like that. Wow. I think it puts it right into the middle of his, it hit the Pony right in the chest.
Back-to-back zone entries there with Stillwater. Were really late to get down into the lower half of the circles on their defensive end. Zephyrs nearly paid and made him pay. Stays a 1-goal game. 13 stops and goals so far for Thomas Anderson, the junior.
Yeah, it feels like Stillwater's dominating, but if you're going to give those little opportunities to Mahtomedi, this game could be tied in a split second.
He's out free the near half wall. Bernier couldn't collect with it. Now Grove feeds in a pass to the high slot. Couldn't connect with Doggett that time. As they'll go off for a change. Some fresh skaters out on the ice for the Zephyrs with 12:45 to go here, period number 2. 1-goal lead out of that first period. Stayed the same here for Stillwater. Big hit, good back check by the pair of Ponies, deflecting Golchenya off the puck. It's left off into the corner. That on the near side, comes out free for a moment in front of the Stillwater goal. Now still forcing it in on the near post, but sending it in behind of the Mahtomedi goal, and it comes out all the way, clearing the Mahtomedi center red line. We'll get a face-off to the Stillwater end. 12:17 left to go. The shots on goal still tight, 14-13, just like our scoreline. A 1-goal lead here for the Stillwater Ponies. So we welcome in here to our high school hockey coverage on VAC TV. Want to give a shout out to our VAC TV sponsors tonight, the Lumberjack, the Bayport American Legion, and Joseph's Restaurant, all here locally in the Stillwater area. I want to give them a big shout out, and thanks to their support of VAC TV high school sports.
Hans, we got to get to one of those places.
Absolutely.
I've been to a couple. It's good eating.
Always great spots down here around this lovely Stillwater area, including this arena here for what is some good high school hockey. These local fans are treated to on a nearly nightly basis between these two programs, and this being their home ice. Fed off the end wall, trying to search for a centering pass was Haycraft. Picked up, taken away by Lindeberg on the far side. Lindeberg tries to skip it out of the zone, held in by Herod. Herod sent it back in front. That was loose, sent in front of the net by Haycraft. And he kicks back into this near side corner, leveled in front. Here's a look inside the slot. That was just off a skater wide, or Charlie dragged the junior on that chance. Good look on goal and back-to-back shifts here for this top line for the Zephyrs, as Anderson has to come up with a stop and slow things down here from this Mahtomedi attack. Still scoreless here tonight. Tommy Anderson comes up with save number 15 in this one so far, on 15 Mahtomedi shots on goal in our contest here tonight.
And Carter Haycraft took another shot in the back. They don't like him hanging around the net, but he loves it out there. And he's looking to get a chance and get the biscuit in the basket, as they like to say.
Kraft found himself in the penalty box after that first period, end of the first period scuffle. Two teams, I'm sure, arranging addresses for Christmas cards this year.
Oh, for sure. Maybe some white elephant gift exchange after the game.
There you go. Skips over the stick of one Zephyr. If they skate back in his own zone is Dardis. And over to his blue line partner there, Cav Bruner. Comes out to center on neutral ice and just taken away by a pony with 10:43 left here in this second period. Out comes free here for a moment. Spinning to his backhand is Anderson. He's pinned along the boards. Now takes a hit on his near side. And it's skipped across ice here for Breesdorf. Breesdorf moves in from Mahtomedi, sends a wrister high and skips off the netting and out of play. Another gift for the fans on that far side of the ice with 10:25 left here in our second period.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, young man. Kid got himself a nice cold puck. Enjoy it.
Always the best when the kids are the ones catching those, right? The big
Awesome.
smiles.
Yes.
The baseball games as well. Pucks too for young hockey fans. Always looking up to these level of players. Even at the high school level, very much got young eyes watching you every night. Good skate down the near half wall. That was flicked in front on goal, but a lovely move to his backhand by Jax McGlynn, trying to create an opportunity there for Stillwater. As it's unable to be held on the blue line by Miller. Miller just has to skate with it himself to hang away from Seth Nelson, chasing him inside their own zone. Back down for McGlynn off this near corner. It's fed over to Kyle Enan that time. Comes out all the way free. A big hit out of this near corner. Punch shots deflected right out of the slot. Now Mahtomedi look to turn it up ice. This is Nelson. Alongside had Jake Ruppel skating in deep. And yet again, not much connecting tape to start this second period here for either one of these attacks.
Yeah, you can see the defense collapsing every time there's an opportunity, and they're on top of each other.
Good physical game. You see a lot of sticks, a lot of skates getting to the puck, denying some of those opportunities. Anderson has to just lift that one off to the far side. There gets a deflected bouncing puck into his painted area as Drag carries it in behind a goal. Leaves it off into the far corner. Tried to rifle that in front of net.
Yeah, Haycraft wanted to get a hold of that, but couldn't.
Deflected off his skit. Carrying away is Grant Miller, who just has to leave it in the Mahtomedi zone. Both teams get a change with 8:45, or 54 that is, to go in period number 2. Ponies leading by 1. Aiden Anderson with a first period goal. The difference in this one so far, not much has broke that tie. Now the scoreline that we have here tonight. Long skate back inside the zone here for Stillwater. Coming off a 5-2 win over Eastridge. Good overall performance and a conference victory early on in the season. It's played off the stick right out to center red line. Big hit applied by Carter Bees that time. On number 8, knocking down the number 8. Raisdorf on the other in the other colored sweater. Just dragged into the corner. Bier on the near side. Left off and played free to the stick. Of a pair of ponies left right back on the blue line. This is turned in on goal for a moment. There's a chance right out of the slot. And a good save there by Dardis as the puck will carry free all the way down into the Stillwater zone. And no icing. Ponies were looking for it that time. Their blue liners will have to stay on with 7:45 left here in period number 2. Puck carries free, loose inside the Zephyr zone. Still a 1-goal game separating these two rivals here tonight. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Stillwater Ponies, both sides on their home rinks as this puck comes free. Nearly got to Dardis on his stick side as it ends up to the far post.
Pretty lucky Tecito didn't capture that one.
Tecito always dangerous as a part of this Stillwater attacking unit. This comes out free to Nelson. Nelson left it off into the corner, chased down by Anderson out of the far wall. And right over the center red line. 7 minutes to go here in the second period, Don, and still not much separating these two sides.
Not at all. Any second this game could be 2-0 or tied.
Tecito couldn't force a pass in front, carried away by Wolfsfed. Now Wolfsfed gives it over to Haycraft. Haycraft moves in with some speed and gets the stop, sends in a big collision
now
with the Stillwater
people are going to get mad at
goaltender.
Haycraft on this, but he got checked in the back. He got shoved into that goaltender.
Absolutely.
I don't put that on him at all.
Boy, that is the second really good look this period for Haycraft. We'll see what the officials decide to do here. Let's take another look here. And I think you're spot on here, Don. It's going to be Bo Dustin who applied that hit onto Haycraft late into his goaltender.
I mean, Haycraft did get in his grill, but he's looking for a rebound, and that's what he's saying.
He might be on his way to the penalty box.
I think they're sending him there. I mean, in that regard, brilliant play by Stillwater. You check a guy in the back, you push him into the goalie, and then it's a penalty on him.
Boy, I tell you what,
I can see why he's mad.
I think Haycraft is, officials are going to talk about it here. And Bo Dustin is the captain now, skating over by the officials, having a conversation.
Yep, he's gonna just, looks like he's closing the door.
Interesting, Dustin was the one who applied that hit, and you're spot on, Don. I think if Haycraft stays in the penalty box here now, the bigger concern is the long look to Thomas Anderson outside of the painted area. Made a great stop, great look on goal by Haycraft, who's had a multitude of those tonight.
Haycraft's had 2 great chances in the front, but not great shots. I guess I look at Haycraft's stats, he's got 2 goals, 7 assists, and that maybe he's more of a setup guy, because today he's not really shooting into the chest of the goalie and then, of course, running right into him. And I think he was trying to stay on the front step. Look at this. He's staying on the front step. I don't think he's going to hit the goalie with that kind of power unless he's pushed.
Now, officials still deliberating here. It can't quite peek down into that.
Sure looks like he's okay now.
So it is going to be an interference to Tyler Haycraft, and some differing opinions flying out toward these officials here tonight. It is going to give Stillwater a power play, and boy, talk about a shift of momentum. You get a great stop there, and we're going to keep an eye on the situation now in the Stillwater goal. Thomas Anderson,
I think they're going to swap him out.
I believe so. That's going to leave Jeremiah Swartz, the junior, to come into this game for the Stillwater Ponies, as we did see Thomas leave the ice, so they may give Swartz here a moment.
Must be precautionary, because when he was warming up, he sure looked comfortable, didn't he?
Absolutely. Jeremiah Swartz, this would be his first appearance in goal so far this season. Thomas Anderson has gotten the majority of minutes, has 4 wins to his record and that 1 loss as well. But this is the junior Jeremiah Swartz making his first appearance. And Thomas Anderson did head his way into the locker room with the Stillwater training staff. So interesting combination there, Don. You feel unlucky for Haycraft on the penalty that time, and unfortunately it's the Stillwater goaltender headed back to the locker room with some training staff. But it is a power play here for the Ponies, the first power play opportunity of this game, and it is Carter Haycraft, the junior, to the penalty box. 2 minutes on that interference call. 6:30 to go here in the second period. Stillwater's power play, big opportunity. Feel in such a tightly contested game. The next goal is going to be a big one in a rivalry matchup here tonight. Skating on the far wall, this is Roski. Roski still with it, leaves it off to Taisido. Back to the point. On the power play here, chance number 1. Taisido wrists it in. Karam's hard off the end wall. Taisido chases down on the near wall, then bullied off the blue line, and the puck comes free out of neutral ice. This is Dardis moving in over the Pony line and has the first puck in on goal for Jeremiah Swartz. And that backup goaltender, Don, you always got to be ready, mentally ready, coming off the bench. That's the situation now for Swartz.
I mean, like you said, could be a good opportunity. Get some great experience here against a good quality club. You start off on the power play so you can settle yourself in.
Bernier moves in, beautiful stick handling, keep it inside the zone, out to the point for Roski. Roski's shot just kicks wide of Dardis and ends up into the corner here for the Ponies. Held in the zone.
Perfect timing on that shot.
Roski to the far circle, that's blasted high. And Cambrier sending it high up and over the Mahtomedi goal. 30 seconds left in the Pony power play. As it's pinched along this near wall, a trio of Zephyrs, a pair of Ponies battling for it. Comes out free to neutral ice, and Mahtomedi would have had a 2-on-1, but they don't get a change on their penalty kill, as it's Roski bringing it back in for Stillwater. Flips it to the near side. This is Breeze. Breeze carries in behind of goal. 7 seconds left in the power play. That's deflected off the point. And Mahtomedi's penalty kill is going to kill away that controversial Haycraft interference call. As Haycraft rifles it in the Stillwater zone, back to full strength. With 4:30 left in our second period, it's Jeremiah Swartz in goal for the injured off the ice Thomas Anderson. Swartz is getting some of his first minutes in regular season game action so far this season. Back check from Wyatt Carroll, trying to play it away from a pair of Zephyrs that time. Wolfsburg and Dardis battling for it on that far half wall. With 4 minutes to go, second period, shots on goal, 18-15. As there's a blast from the high circle and a stop on that chance from Wyatt Carroll with just inside of 4 minutes to go.
Tried to go glove side there, and do we have?
I believe we have Thomas Anderson returning back into his painted area after being
He is back, yep.
evaluated inside of their locker room. Swartz will make his way off. And back out comes Thomas Anderson. That was a big hit the goaltender took. He's back out on the ice for the Ponies.
Yeah, they're probably just checking since he fell backwards. Maybe they were doing concussion protocol.
Absolutely.
Makes sense that a guy named Schwartz would be here on the blackout night. Schwartz is German for black.
There you go.
We got the blackout. They're wearing black jerseys, and the guy whose last name is that got to be in the net for a while. Perfect.
Swartz, a good teammate, gave him a stick tap there, seeing the junior goaltender Thomas Anderson come skating back out into his painted area. Appearing to be okay. 3:50 to go. Still tied up at one apiece. Good speed here for Ruppel down the near wall. Tried to leave it off for Gulichen on this near side, as Gulichen has to just leave it for Ruppel to give chase. And it's left in the corner. Collected there by Nelson. Nelson feeds it out toward the slot. Intercepted there by McGlynn. As McGlynn tries to carry it out through neutral ice. This is Owen Grau who moves in. Leaves it off to McGlynn on this near side. Stick save that time for Dardis. Kicked away by Doggett off the end wall, lost his stick. With 3:20 to go, a one-goal game. Stillwater with the lead here in period number 2. Shots on goal, 19-17. There's a big hit applied by Ty Tessito.
Solid shot.
Active on the offensive end now. Tessito goes in for another hit. This is going to be a Stillwater penalty upcoming. And it looks like the Zephyrs are going to be on their way to the power play. This is going to be Tessito, and I believe they're going to have a cross-check on the way. So with 3:03 left in this second period, it's on to the power play for the Zephyrs. It's going to be Tessito on the cross-check.
You talk about opportunity, right? You kill the 2 minute, maybe, bad penalty in any case, but you killed it. Right, because you don't want it to be 2-0. And now, if you can come back here and tie this before the end of this period, that's going to be a great turnaround for Mahtomedi.
Big opportunity here for the Zephyrs. As I said, Don, this is the kind of game, a 2-goal lead or a game tied up all at one feels like a big moment in a tight game like this. These two teams, 4 wins apiece. One side coming off a win as that shot from the far circle is blocked high up into the netting in the opening seconds of the Zephyrs' first power play opportunity of the night. With 3:03 left here in our second period, it was Ty Tessito, the junior, to the penalty box for a cross-check. Glad to have you along with us. High school hockey here tonight on a Tuesday night. Cross-rink rivalry we have for you between Mahtomedi and Stillwater. Two teams share this home ice. The Class A state tournament regulars, Mahtomedi Zephyrs, the Stillwater Pony team, under their third year. Greg Zanin as their head coach. Fed out of the corner. Foul onto the forehand. Good look on goal by Wolfsbed that time. Out of that far corner as it's held in the line by Bruner. Left on the far wall. Comes back out to Bruner. Bruner sends a shot in from the point. Intercepted. Unable to be held on the zone by the Zephyrs. Aiden's the first one to it. Aiden Anderson that would be. For the Ponies with 1:20 left here on the power play. Now loose puck has to be collected up from Thomas Anderson, the junior, back out and looking okay in goal after a big collision there in the period.
Yeah, might be. You see him moving a little bit gingerly, maybe, perhaps. But I think if you fall over backwards on the ice and someone falls on you, you're going to feel that for a while.
His eyes locked on the puck. You got a skater coming in on you like that. You might not even notice it until the last minute. You're so zoned into the game, and to, boy, take a big collision like that. As we kind of mentioned there, it's pretty unlucky for Haycraft to have a penalty in that situation. There's a look from the blue line, nearly skipped beyond a pair of Zephyrs.
Yeah,
still on the power play, 1:09 left.
Couldn't get through. They keep
Held
trying
in.
to shoot the puck through, but the defense has been too solid tonight.
Held in by Nelson on that far wall. It's laid off there for Doggett. Doggett trying to feed it back down to Nelson. It gets by his stick as Grove has to collect off the end wall. 50 seconds left. Good time in the zone on this power play so far for the Zephyrs. No real great grade A chances as Grant Miller is going to be the first one to get to that puck on the half wall. As they battled off his stick, still held in the zone, and this time Anderson gets a clear on the penalty kill for the Ponies, who get a change as well.
That's what they wanted really desperately too. Even Mahtomedi looked tired, so I don't think it's bad for them to get a change as well.
Good forecheck here on the penalty kill by Cam Breer. Just ties up the power play for a moment here for the Zephyrs as this is Golichen moving in. Golichen fires in front, and Mahtomedi score!
That's the redirection that you want to see. You've got two players working together, all about timing, and both goals in this game have been cooperative efforts with teammates working together. Look at the speed as he comes down. He's going to fire it across. And I think it might have been might have rebounded in versus actually an assist, but the intelligent move there is find your streaking teammate, make things happen.
Charlie Drong, the junior, appeared to be the last one to it. If they give it to him, it'll be his 8th goal of the season. And Brent Golichen, the senior, on his 4th assist of the year. And on the power play, this game is tied up at 1 apiece with 1:16 to go in this second period. Boy, just beautiful goals by both these teams here in this game. The grade A accurate passes. And I believe we're trying to get a penalty off the scoreboard here before we get back going, or do we have another infraction on the way here?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything called. But I guess Draga got that, but I didn't. I mean, it was so quick. I wasn't sure if he redirected it or if it was one of those deflection goals. But smart play by Gulich, number 18, to throw it in there, set up your teammate. Now we have a tie game.
If it stays with Charlie Drog, that'd be his 8th goal of the season. And currently coming into this one, he led this Mahtomedi team with 7 goals on the year. And you got to give a lot of credit to Brent Golichen. He's going to be recorded with the assist.
I mean, this is game number 8, so you're averaging a goal a game. That's not bad.
Puck is still running here after we had a whistle.
I think they're going to have to fix that because the puck was wrapped around the ice there. Now they're going to blow the whistle to stop it.
It's still going here. Should have been about right at 60 seconds before we get a face-off in neutral ice. And that broke a deadlock, it felt, at 1-0 Stillwater throughout this second period. Mahtomedi get that power play opportunity, and boy, did they take advantage of it.
Yeah, all about Gulich just sliding down the ice at high speeds and finding his teammate. Good quality goal.
Absolutely. Both these goals here tonight.
Yes.
Been high-level assists, good finishes, all tied at 1 apiece.
These goaltenders are not going to be easy to beat, that's for sure.
They've been strong tonight, as strong as both of these two goaltenders have performed all season long. As it's fed into the corner now, chance moving in for Stillwater, just flicking it high above the goal.
He was trying to put the star in the tree.
It's Riley Scusa, you're absolutely right, shooting for the star. That time he should have been shooting for the base of the tree where the gifts are, where the goal would be.
That's
39 seconds left in our second period.
I mean, obviously it's so much fun to snipe and get that top shelf goal. I mean, there's nothing more fun than that, but man, that was a high shot.
Showed a little frustration. That puck bounced back down to him off the netting, and he kind of slapped it away, knowing the opportunity that Riley Scusa still looking for his first goal of the season here for the Ponies. Missed a chance there in our final seconds of this second period. It's picked up inside their own zone by Tecido. Tecido was the one who had that cross-check call that Mahtomedi scored off that power play here in this second period. Tying us up all at one apiece with 20 seconds left. Comes out free, and now we have a tangling of players.
Tecito's helmet's off. I think that's the reason why they might have stopped it.
I think you might be absolutely right. Didn't see a penalty arm go into the air.
He's asking for one. He's like, yeah, but in my stocking I had. He's like, no, sorry.
Absolutely right.
I get what happened. Yeah, okay. I hear you. Yep. Go sit down. Put your helmet on.
I think we're going to have Tecito leave the ice. Was kind of.
It's hard to plead your case and get a penalty called.
Right. Absolutely. Now let's take a look here and see if we can see anything coming off the ice. And oh yeah, plenty of extracurriculars
yes.
there. Good job by Ted and our staff or crew here tonight.
Great camera work.
Catching some of those moments after the whistle. We've had plenty of those in this game.
Sometimes fighting around the Christmas tree is what happens, and it looks like that's what we had going on right there.
Absolutely. Both these teams trying to get the gift of a 5th win of the season. Right now, we're all tied one apiece. 10 seconds left in the second period. Puck scrambles free inside the Stillwater zone. Just 5 seconds left. Carried over the center ice by Peterson. Now it's left onto this near circle. And one final shot's going to end up deep behind the
Good
Stillwater
defense, and they, again, second period just like the first.
Daniel
check into the boards, and they're not ready to just leave just yet.
Pair of blue liners getting tied up into the corner, and our score line is tied up after 2 periods from the rec center. Mahtomedi 1, Stillwater 1. Third period coming up right here on VAC TV. Stay with us.
Yeah, you don't want to miss
that our students have to learn and grow on a daily basis through all of our physical education and health courses is second to none. We're very fortunate, and we're thankful to be able to take advantage of all the learning opportunities that we get to create and share with our students.
For personal and community health, we hit all the national standards, including the mental health standards. We as a department think it's important to try to eliminate the stigma attached to mental health, and we do a lot of different activities and learning that will help empower students to help themselves and to help other people.
It's really important to teach our students the necessary decision-making skills regarding alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We also have people come in from a program called Know the Truth. They have graduated from a rehabilitation facility to overcome their substance abuse disorder.
Our sexual health unit focuses on communication respectful for ourselves and for others. Students really reflect on their personal values and their viewpoints to make healthy decisions surrounding their sexual health.
In nutrition, our students will learn to develop the knowledge and skills that will be needed to help them to make healthy food and beverage choices throughout their lives.
The primary purpose of the American Red Cross First Aid, CPR, and AED training is to help students recognize and respond appropriately to cardiac, breathing, and first aid emergencies. All students will have the opportunity to be certified if they desire.
The goal of our Fitness for Life class is to encourage students to develop and maintain a health-enhancing level of fitness, along with discovering activities they may want to do and continue to do once they graduate from high school.
Our weight training course is designed to help students develop basic and advanced weight training techniques and to understand those concepts to allow for fitness and health growth and development. Students will take ownership through SMART goals by developing their own SMART goals. It's individualizing and taking ownership of their learning.
Unified PE is a unique opportunity for students with varying abilities, backgrounds to come together. We focus on the physical, intellectual, and social growth of all students in physical education. Special Olympics and our own Ponies Trust Club support this class with fun activities, field trips. They offer collaborations with other unified schools and so much more.
Team sports is a really good class we have here at Stillwater High School. It is designed for anybody that likes to compete, and you don't necessarily have to be a varsity athlete to be in this class. And there's a little bit of something for everybody in team sports.
Our personal fitness and sport class is a great opportunity for students to explore how they can incorporate exercise into their daily practice for a lifetime. We also encourage proper nutrition, hydration, and sleep habits throughout our semester so that they can take these beyond just our classroom. As Phy-Ed and health teachers here at Stillwater High School, we help our students make connections between our courses and their everyday lives now and in the future.
Fun is the name of the game at the Lumberjack. Throw some axes, enjoy Union Alley, sit back, relax, take in the excellent food and drinks. The next time you are out and about in beautiful downtown Stillwater, visit Sarah and the great staff for a fun night out. Visit the Lumberjack off Commercial Street in downtown Stillwater today for a glass full of fun.
Cheers.
Community ed serves a great purpose in our community and helps keep families connected.
Community education has something for everyone.
I really love watching the kids improve.
You can do it!
Nice job!
Come and see us at Community Ed for a good time for kids and families.
Preserve those local events that last a lifetime. Visit the VAC TV store on your computer or mobile device to purchase school programs and community events. DVD, Blu-ray, and digital downloads are available. Make it easy and search for your program that you wish to purchase. Buying is convenient with multiple options at your disposal while checking out. Visit vactv.org/store today.
All tied at 1 after 2 here from the rec center. Mahtomedi and Stillwater. The Zephyrs responding to a first period goal from the Stillwater Ponies in that first period. Hans Bristol, Don Ankerman back with you here in Stillwater. Cross ice rivalry, these two teams, their home rink. And boy, they have not been friendly to their guests.
No.
Technically, Mahtomedi, the home team.
Correct.
And we've seen a very physical one here tonight.
Yeah, the defenses have been very stingy tonight. Not a lot of good opportunities. The only 2 goals have been both where someone's passing to someone else and creating an opportunity. The direct shots on goal aren't going to get through. They're going to be the Grinches in net tonight. 21, 22, and 17 are the shots on goal, and the game's tied at 1.
Well, and right there you saw Aiden Anderson just file his way into a wide open net, and some scuffling at the end of the first led into some penalties.
There we go.
To start the second period there, as you see Haycraft was all tied up, but then here Don Mahtomedi respond really strong in that second period on the power play.
Yeah, look at that. I couldn't tell if it was an assist or a redirection in, but it sure looked like 18 was celebrating. He knew what he had done. He had set up that goal and created a great opportunity for Mahtomedi to tie the game.
Yeah, really fun game here tonight on this Tuesday night, and 4 wins. You talk about momentum in a season. Mahtomedi have 3 losses to their regular season here so far. These two sides certainly haven't played like that, and in this early of a season, they look at their pretty top level of play so far.
They do. I think you've seen both teams. Stillwater's lost their one game by 4 with 4 goals given up. Mahtomedi has given up 3 in their losses. I don't know if we're going to get to 4-3 tonight. I mean, this could be a 2-1 final pretty easily.
Yeah, it's been definitely a battle on the defensive ends, and we kind of saw it coming out of that first period. It really felt like specifically Stillwater tightened up in that defensive end of the zone. That didn't really change in that second period. It was just all about a really, really strong power play shift that set up that goal for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, really, and I think that's what we might see, that this game could be changed and ended by one breakaway chance, someone getting a steal, someone breaking away with it and then setting up a teammate. That feels like that's what's going to end this game, because this so far has been an amazing battle.
Well, and even right there before the break, we saw Jeff Peschel, the longtime head coach of Mahtomedi, having some words with the official. The Stillwater captain stayed out on the ice, and for a third-year head coach, Greg Zanin, still trying to build this program. Started off as a volunteer here, and on the other side, you've got a 25th-year head coach in Jeff Peschel. These two sides, Zanin being a pro, they've seen a game like this before, and the physicality of this game, that's got to be brought up in the locker room, that you don't want to make a mistake that maybe Stillwater did, giving that power play opportunity in the second period.
Yeah, I mean, that was really a gift, I think, that power play started off the period with Haycraft going into the box again, this time maybe unjustly, but they did a great job stopping it. They do a great job to get the tying goal. I mean, this third period is going to be great.
It's going to be great. It's already tied up at one apiece. We've seen both ends get the penalties. The physicality has been there. It's kind of an important start of the point of the season. The season's already got going. You got started. You want to get some momentum going into the holiday, going into the new year. It means a 5th win for either one of these teams, and what would be a good win either way in this game here tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I see on the ice, and I'm trying to figure out what do you take away from this, and I think both teams have played well. I mean, I don't know how you stop a guy from cutting down the ice and a second player running toward the net. That's going to happen all the time. And if that turns into a goal, it's kind of like, I don't know how you stop it. You can't goaltend against it. So, I mean, so far I haven't seen really any mistakes. That's the cool part. Yeah. I think you see we're getting into the season. We're 7-8 games in, and you've got intelligent play happening. Yeah. No mistakes. I haven't seen any mistakes really on the ice, except by maybe the refereeing when they call that penalty on Haycroft. Right. But other than that, it feels like a really solid game. So maybe the key is, like you said, the coaches are in the locker room saying, okay, don't get a stupid penalty, because that could be the difference in this game.
Yeah, the openings, the opportunities for both these teams have been at a very, very minimum, especially on the attacking piece of this game and how we've seen this battle play out. And as you said, it's two sides fighting hard in a rivalry game. A good crowd tonight, some holiday festivities going on in the ring.
I'm happy to be here, and this is the kind of gift I want to open up on the 21st of December. This is what I want to have. This is good stuff under the tree.
It's been a fun night. We're not done yet. We're all tied up one apiece between Mahtomedi and Stillwater. Third period is coming up next right here on VAC TV. Stay with us.
Serves a great purpose in our community and helps keep families connected.
Community education has something for everyone.
I really love watching the kids improve.
You can do it! Nice job!
Come and see us at Community Ed for a good time for kids and families.
It smells so bad.
What are you doing?
Well, my GPA isn't really the best, so I thought I could try for an athletic scholarship.
Maybe you should go talk to a coach about that.
Good idea. I'll do that.
No.
No. Yeah, that's not going to work.
I love the effort, Tori, but you should probably go see the College and Career Center.
So sports scholarships really aren't looking too hot for me. What are my other options?
It's a good thing you got other options. So there are scholarships that are merit-based, and that's going to depend on your academics. So ACT score, transcript, you're going to want to check into your college just to see what those merit-based scholarships are and that you qualify for those. And then there's also community scholarship. It's just for Stillwater seniors. And they have offered over 90 scholarships given to Stillwater students. They give over $400,000. And the process to apply is you fill out an application. You have to have 2 letters of recommendation, one from a teacher and one from a community member. You also have to write a personal statement. And then you want to make sure you look at the criteria of each scholarship to make sure you qualify for that. Scholarships will open up in October and they are due in February.
Okay, so where do I get started?
What you want to do is check out the high school website and all the instructions are there.
Fun is the name of the game at the Lumberjack. Throw some axes, enjoy Union Alley, sit back, relax, take in the excellent food and drinks. The next time you are out and about in beautiful downtown Stillwater, visit Sarah and the great staff for a fun night out. Visit the Lumberjack off Commercial Street in downtown Stillwater today for a glass full of fun.
Cheers. I'm Rob Bach, and I'm the principal here at Stillwater Area High School. We're located just south of Highway 36, almost at the intersection of Highway 5 and Highway 36. We are actually part of the oldest school district in the state of Minnesota. So we have a long-standing tradition of academic excellence dating back way before a lot of other schools and districts. We're at right around 2,800 students. We're a 9 through 12 high school, so we average almost right on the dot at just about 700 kids per graduating class. Our academics are off the charts. I literally just gave a tour to executives from Anderson Windows who wanted to come in and see our fabrication lab. And our students took executives from Anderson Windows and showed them the different pieces of technology that we have, the different machines that they use on a daily basis, took them through their design process. Stillwater Area High School's music programs, whether it's choir, whether it's band, whether it's orchestra, are the cream of the crop. And literally kids from other schools want to come hear what our kids are doing to get a sense of what they can be, and other directors want to come see what we're doing to get a sense of what they can aspire to. We are training tomorrow's leaders. That's who we have in schools, and that's a charge that we take pretty seriously. We are about developing communicators. We want kids to be critical thinkers. We want them to be able to collaborate with each other, self-advocate. That really is the portrait of a graduate that we are working on developing here at Stillwater Area High School. Kids have to have skills that transcend certain job skills. We're intentional about developing those other pieces, and those are the kinds of kids that are going to wind up being leaders in tomorrow's society.
All set to go here, period number 3, 1-1 our score between Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Stillwater Ponies back here at the Rec Center in Stillwater. Hans Bristol, Don Aikman, back with you in what has been a fantastic 2 periods of hockey here tonight, Don. And don't think this third period is going to disappoint anytime soon.
No, I think we got Anderson back in the net. He left the game for a little bit after getting run into, but I feel like we get to open some more crescents. These are the best ones. I think we've got past the first and second period, which is grandma and the relatives. This is the family. This is the family gift. This is when it gets personal. And I'm excited for this third period.
You're spot on with that one. These two teams, 5 wins is what they want to try and get to after this one tonight. 4 wins apiece. Stillwater 4-1 to start their campaign going into this holiday break. 4-3 are the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. We've seen a game that has had its physicality, has had its outstanding goals on both ends of the ice. Really well produced, well executed goals that have this game tied at 1 apiece. We've seen some good goaltending, Don. We've just about had it all besides a break from this 1-1 scoreline late in the second.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the season and Stillwater's won 2-1. They won at Woodbury with that score, but Mahtomedi has not been in a 2-1 game, so let's see if we can get to 3 or 4 goals, which is the threshold that they've run into this year. These guys can score some goals, and we know there's plenty of opportunities happening, so let's see how this third period goes. I'm interested to see the adjustments that happen after those first 2 periods and see what are they going to try to do. Is there anything different that we can see as we have 17 minutes left on the clock?
It's one of those games you feel like either side it goes to, it's a statement type of win, a rivalry statement type of win, and we've seen that type of play here tonight between these two sides. Here we go, third period underway, all tied at 1. Mahtomedi and Stillwater, happy to have you with us. High school hockey here on VAC TV, bringing you Mahtomedi and Stillwater tonight from the Rec Center. Glad to have you along with us. Good third period we should have on the way. Goals here tonight, Aiden Anderson for Stillwater opened the scoring, and then this game was all tied up by Charlie Dragg in that second period. All tied at 1 apiece. Quickly held inside the Stillwater zone, rifled into the corner. Ethan Mosley looks to pick it up the end wall. Scooping it out of the way there first is Cav Burner. As it's fed onto the far wall, it escapes a whole ton of skaters. No icing. And it'll be recollected by Daniel Roski deep in the Stillwater end.
I think we've had 2 icings tonight. I think that just shows you how quality the play's been.
Carter Bees moving in, blocker save, that puck bounced free. And on the far post it was Ethan Murner, the junior, who nearly had some kind of Body part to a correction. That would be Riley Scusa you see on your screen. 24, not 14, but a good chance all around for Stillwater. That play as the net came free, I believe, of its far side post.
And Scusa's a fast little, like, water bug, if you will, out there. And if he could have got that puck, I'm sure it would have been in the net.
So fast, I read 14 on his sweater.
I thought I couldn't.
Not 24 right away.
It's too hard to read a blur, I guess.
And these guys have the same haircuts too, so on the salad, on the free-flowing salad, that doesn't help me out a lot. Stillwater move in, out of neutral ice, diving block, leaving that puck free from a chance on goal. It's picked up on that far half wall, skipped free into neutral ice. One pony there to collect. Tommy Lindeberg sends it over to the far wall, just inside 15:30 to go here in the third period. Skips out to the far side circle, picked up there by Nelson. Fed forward for a moment to Grove. Nelson will carry in alone. Scuffled away off his stick, now turns at the far corner. Once pass off the end wall. Gulichen couldn't collect it. It was Grant Dardis who tried to apply a hit to the far side. Sam Harris is the first one there to it out of neutral ice, still battling for it. As it played by Scusa off his stick for a moment. And it's carried right back to the center red line with 14:57 to go. Third period all tied at 1. These two sides, they share the rink, but not tonight. Mahtomedi, the home team. Stillwater, this is their home ice as well. These teams looking there for their 5th win of the season, and a big one headed into the holiday weekend.
Yeah, plenty of banners on the walls and hanging from the rafters. I think they just want to put a W up tonight.
And they are, those banners are both red and blue and gold. Don't get it mistaken by the success of both boys and girls hockey with these two schools. Tonight the boys on showcase here at the rec center. Have showed off a good one here, all tied at 1 apiece. Anderson the goal for Stillwater. Drog the goal for Mahtomedi. Back out to the point. That's wristed in on goal, and Anderson had to lift his stick high up into the air.
Oh.
And a bit of tumbling there late in that crease, and it looked to be accidental, like a slip up there for a moment. Thomas Anderson.
But look who's involved.
Didn't think
Number
so.
22. Oh, took a shot from Tecito. Nope, that wasn't Tecito, my bad. Took a shot from Anderson. Anderson looking out for Anderson. That doesn't seem very surprising.
Well, it was Thomas Anderson who on that initial shot kind of stood up and took his stick high up into the air and deflected that puck out of the air, and it just looked like it got tripped up in the crease. But
it did, but it did look like there might have been a little WWE fall down going on afterwards.
I think that's exactly what happened. From here, it looked all accidental. It's a good shot there right off the face-off. Came to the high circle, a good look on goal. The shots on goal, 24-19. They were 22-19, favoring Mahtomedi. Now a loose puck comes free. A chance it for Stillwater, and a big save by Dardis. Rebound to the far side is stopped. Out to the point. Whoa. That nearly skipped in to the far side on goal. All looks from Dustin and Aiden Anderson. But we stay tied at 1 apiece.
Oh my goodness. Don't blink on this game.
Absolutely not. Here's Wolfsfeld. Tries to feed it into the slot. So Cito right there on the takeaway. Now applies a hit to a Zephyr on the far side of the ice. That's followed up by another hit right down in the end wall by Bo Dustin. Physicality is only picking up as this game goes on with 13-10 left in our third period, all tied at 1 between Mahtomedi and Stillwater.
Yeah, I think Ethan Mosley, number 18, did a little head nod after getting a good shot onto one of the Zephyrs.
Husky out of the corner, and that skips over the stick of Cam Greer. Greer can't collect.
Oh, he's going to go into the bench.
Corner. With all sorts of hits flying all across the ice. You really can't blink. You're going to miss a hit or a shot. Here's a turnover in the Stillwater zone and looked to be redirected on front. Johnny Grove was the last one to it. Couldn't turn it behind him. Tommy Anderson, and there's another chance for Johnny Grove in front, and a stop by Thomas Anderson. Back out to the point. That's
nice
block. Right into a sprawling Stillwater pony. Cam Greer laying his body out for that stop, and right on a sharp angle, it's a wrister of Johnny Grove.
Wow, now you can
Thomas
breathe
Anderson.
for a second. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Big round of applause from these two fans on both sides recognizing the sprawling effort on that block shot, the hits coming into this one.
Look at that.
The chances on goal. Yeah, don't look away. Don't blink. You will miss something in this game.
We have great camera crew, but I don't think you can film all the activity that's going on here because everything's on. Anything off puck is still happening, and these guys are banging each other, and serious physicality being shown.
Well, 12:17 to go in this third period. Still plenty left on the way. That blast from the point sent in by Owen Herod, and it's collected by Nelson, who shuffles it out back to the point on the far side. That's Herod again on goal.
Man.
Thomas Anderson has to come up with another stop.
Shots are now 28-21. This feels almost like a little bit of a power play for Mahtomedi because they just keep getting another shot, and they're taking direct shots, so Anderson's going to be able to handle them. But, man, you do not want your goaltender just getting shot at like a fish in a barrel.
Felt like despite obviously that goal for Stillwater, the Ponies have played a lot out of their defensive zone here throughout that second period and in the start of this third period as well. Mahtomedi won a face-off. High circle shot played off the puck after a draw win for the Zephyrs. Nate Paganski sends it high.
Yeah, Paganski really wanted to get a good lick in there too.
Good stick on the end wall. Lindeberg tried to force it away there from a pair of Zephyrs. Coming out free from the corner is Aiden Anderson bringing it up ice. Anderson tries to stick handle away from a Zephyr, but it's recollected, brought back in by Gulichen. Gulichen moves in, has it played away on a good poke check from a Stillwater skater.
Lindeberg paid for that though.
Anderson and Tecido moved in quickly down this near wall. 11:20 to go in our third period. All tied up at 1 as this puck ends up over into the Mahtomedi bench. We'll have a face-off on the way with 11:15 to go in this third period. Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Stillwater Ponies. Only game these two clubs are playing this week leading into the holiday weekend break. These two sides have played a tough physical game here tonight. All tied up at 1 apiece. Not much has split these two crosstown, cross-rink rivals. As a offside is going to bring a face-off. Kind of the first time here in this third period, Don. Just a couple of whistles and some stoppage to what's been non-stop action in this third period.
Yeah, you were calling this earlier a derby perhaps because it's some kind of thing. I know sometimes they'll call them a friendly. I definitely think we can't call it that.
I think it's been far from a friendly in the soccer world terms. Far from an exhibition.
Right.
If anything, it's got a postseason feel to this game.
It sure does. You're absolutely right about that.
These are two teams that always have their name of interest. Mahtomedi, 2020 state championship, 2019 third place appearance, and a good look right out of the slot from Charlie Dragg. Sends it wide of the Stillwater goal to keep this game level.
Oh no.
Skips in free for a moment on the near corner. Haycraft is pulled down. Mahtomedi looking for a whistle. They're not going to get one as it's fed in off the end wall from the far side. And played back onto this near wall. 10:25 to go. This skips in front of the net. Now Anderson out of his painted area.
Going to cover it up. Good call.
Sprawling David Olsfeld was the last one there for the Zephyrs. Unable to turn it on goal with 10:21 left in regulation.
I think that's a good call not to call that. I don't think Haycraft probably could have avoided, but kind of didn't avoid the contact and went down, but I don't know if you can really call a penalty there.
Bit of a sprawl by Braden Wenner, who just had his stick involved as well. That kind of interfered with the Zephyr gliding into the corner.
I think we might have something between 7 and 8.
It's going to be
Bo Dustin.
I believe a penalty on the way.
And Beersdorf. We're scrapping after the face-off.
I believe you're right. We're going to get our official word here from our stadium announcer, relaying the call from our officials. You are spot on. That is Beersdorf and Bo Dustin to the penalty box for what'll be a pair of minors going each way. We'll have a face-off to the stick side of the Stillwater goal as it comes free right off the draw, and there's a good chance on the near post, and it might have caught a piece of Thomas Anderson, but the look on goal was priceless that time from Brent Golichen.
Yeah, officially the shots on goal went from 28 to 29, so officially Anderson stopped that. I think it clipped him just like you said. He's gonna cover that. Yeah, you got to be real careful about a rebound here. As scrappy as this is, a loose puck out in front, I think we're going to see a lot of contact, a lot of physicality, maybe a couple more penalties.
Absolutely. I feel like it's going to take something like that to split this scoreline at the moment. But the shots, the grade A chances, that has leaned Mahtomedi in this third period.
Yeah, I think you can definitely see that. What the period started at 22-17, and now it's 29-21.
By the way, it was Dustin and
you
Bierstoff.
can't let them keep shooting at your goal.
Absolutely.
Like, at some point, there's talent on the ice here. Someone's going to get one by.
Thought Stillwater did a really good job of that. We've talked about it a few times, specifically in that first and the start of the second period. By the way, those were minor high sticking penalties to Nick Bierstoff and Bo Dustin. We stay 5-on-5. Those were the minor penalties assessed in this third period of action.
Basically pre-fighting.
Pretty much. It's been that kind of game, yeah.
Ooh.
Shot in from the blue line. Looked a little difficult for Anderson to manage. He has to lay it off to this near side corner. Picked up out of the near circle. Looking to turn it forward is Anderson. Skips by a pair of Zephyrs. Now Anderson, good speed. Moving in. Anderson takes it alone. Blocker stop by Dardis.
But the kind of rebound that you want on a shot like that if it doesn't go through. It is a juicy rebound. I love a good juicy rebound. It's like a fresh piece of pie just waiting to be eaten at Christmas time or Thanksgiving.
So those desserts that'll catch up to you this time of year. This is a giveaway from the Ponies for a moment. Does eventually get collected by Grove. Grove leaves it off far circle. That one deflected and just misses wide of the Stillwater goal. Sean Doggett was the last one to have that look on goal for the Zephyrs. And it did not miss by much. 8:40 to go, third period. Zephyrs continue to have a real strong period. And they got a player.
Really good quality interplay there too, where you have like, I drop it off for you, you take the shot, I cut to the net for the redirect. Really smart hockey going on right now. Oh, here we go. We got some teammates telling each other, hey, calm down. Number 10's grabbing number 18 saying, hey, get out of there. Let's just play hockey.
I think you alluded to it earlier, Don, but it's fascinating with this matchup that these could be some friendships, some guys that played hockey with each other in this community for many years up to this level.
Seems Scusa shoved off number 3. Dardis there.
Maybe friends isn't the right term here tonight. Opponents, rivals,
competitors. They can still be friends.
For a big win. Good near side shot out of the near circle.
Trying to put an ornament high on the tree there.
By Grant Miller. And again shooting for the star on the top of the tree. 8:10 left in this third period. Held in at the blue line, carried in by Haycraft out of the corner. That all the way across in front. That puck escapes after a big hit applied by Grant Miller on Haycraft. Now Carter Bees moves in. Good poke check there by Harris.
Man, I love this.
Oh man.
So good.
Physicality of this game has just been top level from these
And the great camera work. We got great audio. You can hear all these hits happening. This is, man, this feels like playoff hockey. I'm sorry.
We've had a great spot for a fantastic game all night. These fans, good crowd, good representation of both clubs, both schools here tonight. Two teams looking for a big early season win over a rival. As Grau moves in, trying to leave it off there for Carroll. Carroll had a stick snapped on a wrist shot attempted on goal. A loose stick came in free, and now that takes a late, dangerous bounce, kind of one-hopped right at the top of the painted area up into the padding of Thomas Anderson.
And I'm telling you, number 18 was waiting for that stocking to drop. He's like, you drop that, I'm going to take a shot here. Really mad. Did a great job, I think, avoiding the goalie, but actually getting real close, like a buzz by. Just if that puck was loose, if there's a juicy rebound, he was going to scoop it up. And that's the kind of opportunity that might make the difference in this game. If someone can take an opportunity like that, a loose puck, and smack it or something like that's really looks like it's going to be the end of this, because this is a battle and a defensive scrap.
We're tied up 1 game apiece. Stillwater and Mahtomedi in our 3rd period of action with 7:11 to go. Stillwater opened the season, wins at White Bear Lake, at home to Park Cottage Grove, fell in that overtime affair with Blaine, bounced back with Woodbury and Eastridge victories over those 2 clubs. Have them at their 4-1 start here to 2021. On the right-hand side, Gulichen feeds it in front. Poganski was there for a moment. Couldn't get enough of a stick on it to turn on goal. Now Anderson comes up with a takeaway.
Anderson had the great defense to prevent anything from happening there.
Tried to feed it back to the blue line. Ethan Mosley was in the area that time for the Ponies. Boy, just not a lot of whistles tonight, Don. It's been a really free-flowing, hard-hitting, physical game.
Yeah, I think the only penalties we've had have been, you know, like you said, hard not to call.
Power play opportunity taken by Mahtomedi to tie this game. It's from the near circle. That was wristed on goal. Haycraft.
Credit to Dustin. Didn't give him a clean shot.
Redirected off a Pony. The pass gets taken away inside the Stillwater zone.
We're gonna have some line changing going on here. They're calling no icing because of a redirect, if you will.
Flicked off the skate, trying to just corral it
some
forward.
soccer move, yeah.
Absolutely. A couple soccer references here tonight.
I mean, you're seeing the guys use their skate to move that puck.
Anything they can in this kind of game, is tightly contested as it's been, as physical as it's been. Anything they can to create scoring opportunities. Shots on goal, 31-22 favoring the Zephyrs over the Ponies here tonight. We have a hand pass that'll give us a pause in the action with 5:23 to go in the 3rd. My goodness, already 5 minutes left in the 3rd period.
That went by so quickly. I love on that last play, Beardorf too. Before he collects the puck, he looks around to see who's around him. He looks for his teammates. He's looking for the opponents, trying to make the smart move. Love to see that kind of intelligence in the moment, because it's so hard sometimes in a game this fast and exciting to take a moment to stop and slow it down and figure out what you want to do. That strategy is brilliant. I love to see it.
I'm just going to see that from 2 high-level, well-coached programs, and that's what we have on hand here tonight. Just happens to be a rivalry matchup between these 2 teams, and we've seen that facet of it as well. As Anderson carries over the right-hand blue line.
Ooh, good idea.
Zone
Trying to
entry.
find Tacito.
Good feed to the far wing. Tacito is in the area. Couldn't collect. Puck gets batted off the center red line. Shared point to point from Roski by Dustin. Now Roski down the right-hand wing. He gets tangled up. It's parried on that far corner. On our near side of the ice, have a broken stick for a change here for the Zephyrs, as that's kind of laid out in front of the Mahtomedi goal. Just no black sweaters in the area. And with speed come back the Zephyrs. This is Gulichen. Lowers his shoulder, fed it in front, and a good look on goal. Nelson laid it wide. As there is another good chance with Nate Poganski right in front of the Stillwater goal.
Man, it feels like Mahtomedi is going to break through at some point. Man, they are just coming fierce.
They have had the better of chances in this 3rd period, and we'll get a face-off.
There's our icing. I think that, to me, indicator. The icing is like, I need a break. This is they're coming relentless. I can't take it anymore.
Right, the legs have.
Shots are now 32-22.
The legs of these 2 teams here tonight, Don, they have been worked in this type of game. A lot of hits, a lot of physicality, and that's what you want to see out of these 2 teams. As you said, where does the breakthrough come?
It feels like Mahtomedi is just battling at the gate. Like they're just pounding on the wall, looking to break through, like when you used to siege a castle.
They have controlled this period on the attacking end of the ice. Yet to find a breakthrough. Do the Ponies have a response? 4 minutes to go in our 3rd period here tonight from the Rec Center. 2 4-win teams, 2 crosstown rivals, Mahtomedi and Stillwater. Glad to have you with us as this escapes free. This is Drog moving, and Drog with a shot and a save by Anderson. And a physical finish to Charlie Drog going into the corner, but that was a loose puck, a turnover.
He paid for that, and I think we might have a guy, he went into the boards. He's waiting to see if there's he was definitely helped down to the ice, that's for sure.
Well, Jog who had that goal
They're
in
just
the
saying
second
nothing
period.
happened. Wow.
No whistles, just some late contact. Players skating hard into goal. Might have been the best look on goal this third period out of all the chances for Mahtomedi.
Oh my gosh.
And Thomas Anderson, 32 saves here tonight in a tie game in the third period. 3:46 left here, all level between Mahtomedi and Stillwater. This puck skips off the end wall. Backhanded by Breer on the far side. Diagonal pass to the center red line.
Nice
Feeds
passing.
back over to Breer. Space for the Ponies. Here's Breer moving in. Saved by Dardis. Puck was loose in the painted area. No Ponies there to clean it up.
Swept it away. That was the kind of rebound that Stillwater needed to get a hold of.
3:20 to go here in the third. In the near circle. That was fed in behind of Cam Breer, but plays all the way to the far corner. With a hit applied there by Grant Dardis. Skips out to the center red line. Flicked into the Stillwater zone by Bierstoff. Enough time for a change for the Zephyrs. 3 minutes to go. All tied at 1 here in the third.
Flicking the puck on net so he can do a line change. That was really smart play.
Liner Harry tries to feed it up to his winger.
Tried to bounce it off the boards. That's not going to be easy to pull off with this defense.
Right to the center red line. Ponies in control here for the moment. We're all tied at 1 apiece. Anderson, the first period goal for Stillwater. Drog, the second period equalizer for the Zephyrs. That's been our score line to this point. That Mahtomedi goal coming on the power play. The lone power play opportunity of this game tonight. This one is just shoveled deep into the Stillwater corner for an icing. Back down to the Mahtomedi zone with 2:21 in a tie game left in our third period.
Wow. It's just intense.
It's been that way all night.
And this is exactly what Stillwater wants to do. After Mahtomedi just kept banging and banging and knocking and knocking. Really great to see that here. Now they get a chance to have a face-off win here. 2:21 left.
Zephyrs have been very good in the face-offs tonight. They win another one here to look to travel out of their zone. Skipped on ahead, deflects off of Haycraft, who goes in toward the end wall. First there to it was Roski with 2:07 left. Now a giveaway. Picked up by the Zephyrs out of the corner. That was tapped in on goal. It was a bouncing puck. Haycraft collected that from Wolfsfeld.
Yeah, Haycraft and Wolfsfeld, they couldn't space. They couldn't
forward.
space. They were too close to each other. They're like, I want to help you. Hang on, let me find some room.
Kind of knifed its way in front of the Stillwater goal. 1:45 left here in the third. Spun out the center red line. This is Ethan Mosley. Mosley plays it on his stick to the far circle. Got that shot off somehow. And it's held at the line here by Roski. Roski sends it far post. Sprawling was Dardis on that initial chance. And all tied up as Dardis was able to cover up to draw a whistle.
Dardis, I think, completely left his crease area almost just to set up a wall that prevented any opportunity from coming from that side.
No more extracurricular words of holiday greetings shared between these two sides. A look at the other end. Just kind of knifed it toward the Stillwater goal, and sometimes a bouncing puck like that, the hardest for a goaltender to deal with.
Right. I think just trying to catch him unawares, basically, right? Because I don't think you're really going to get a shot like that past him, but just hoping you can sneak it by. I think they just couldn't find their spacing. They were too close together.
We're going to have ourselves a timeout here to Mahtomedi with 1:30 to go in the third period. So we had an opening first period goal by Aiden Anderson, his third goal of the season for the junior, and a great feed from Ethan Mosley. And the game-tying goal off an assist from Brent Galenchin to Charlie Drog on the power play in that second period. That tied this game up. In this third period, Don, a lot of chances for Mahtomedi. They've had the feeling of being the controlling team, being the more decisive team on the attacking end. You got to give Stillwater a lot of credit for holding their ground, holding their end of the ice, and this will be an important face-off upcoming here with 1:30 left in the third.
Yeah, clearly they can win this face-off. They can lose the period, but win the game.
Absolutely. It certainly felt like that.
And I like this timeout by Mahtomedi because they've kind of dominated. Their guys might be a little bit more tired because they've been on the attack. I'm not sure, but a great idea to let's collect ourselves. Let's really focus on this face-off because we do not want to give up a goal with 1:30 left here after we've dominated this period.
kind of game for student athletes where you learn so much out of from an educator standpoint, and these coaches who have been in these types of games before in their coaching career, in their professional career. And these are student athletes here tonight that have put on a really good performance on the physicality, on the second efforts, diving, blocking pucks. We've seen so many bodies on the line, stop chances in front of goal. Now a face-off here in the Mahtomedi zone with 1:30 left in our third period. And the draw does eventually work its way to Mahtomedi Zephyr, and it's flicked out to the near wall, but will be collected by the Ponies. Under 90 seconds now left in this rivalry between Stillwater and Mahtomedi in regulation of our third period here from the Rec Center. Hans Bristol, Don Ackerman with you here on VAC TV, and boy, have we been glad you've joined us for this one. It has been a fantastic game start to finish as Roski travels in over the line, fired it in front, no black sweaters there to deflect the puck on goal with under 60 seconds now left in our third period. As this one will travel just wide of the Stillwater goal and bring a face-off back into the Mahtomedi zone. End of the ice, Stillwater feel they probably haven't had it much in this third period.
No, I mean, but they've had it now when it counts, right? Game still tied. I think Stillwater's had the last 3 minutes of this game that they've owned. They've had these great opportunities. They've got to set up their offense. They can win a face-off and power a shot in. They can win a game that really they've been out of for a while.
48.6 seconds left in this third period. Face-off win here for Stillwater. Fed down into the far corner by Miller. Wraps all the way to this near side corner. Battling for it there was Mosley for a moment. Comes out free right at the center red line. 33 seconds now as this puck is flicked up into the Stillwater bench. That will bring a face-off down in the Stillwater zone.
And you really still don't see anyone putting anything together because the defenses have stayed solid. And this will be the lowest scoring, potentially the lowest scoring game of the year.
It's been a defensive effort, a really impressive physical effort from both these teams here tonight with 31.9 left in the third period.
For sure this is the lowest scoring game for Mahtomedi as far as total goals scored.
Absolutely. Stillwater found themselves some tight contests early in this season. And one loss go against them by a goal. That loss to Blaine. Their only dent to their 2021 campaign in the win-loss column so far. Good forecheck by Aiden Anderson. Works the puck to this near corner. It's worked out by Mosley. Held out to the line and eventually worked in on Ben Dardis on goal. And Dardis has to come up with a stop with 10 seconds to go in our third period. Still tied at 1 apiece. And a big face-off on the way inside the Mahtomedi zone here for the Ponies.
Yeah, I think he stopped that puck a little bit before they stopped the clock. But not a real hard shot, really, I don't think, for him to stop. But definitely got to be real careful and not let something weird happen.
Here we go. It'll be a face-off to the glove side of Dardis. Looking to win the face-off is Bees for Stillwater. 7 seconds left. Puck escapes free out to neutral ice with 4 seconds left. To pass over to the far side for the Ponies. And we have overtime between Stillwater and Mahtomedi, all tied at 1 apiece. No goals in that third period. Aiden Anderson had the opening goal of the night to give Stillwater the lead in the first period. And the equalizer to Charlie Drog, the junior, in that second period. Tied this game up at 1 apiece on the power play. And Don, nothing to that point. You got to feel like Stillwater are a bit happy to get out of that third period.
Well, at the end, they had a chance, I think, to potentially win it. But clearly, we cannot escape the Hans Bristol overtime magnet effect.
I tell you what, the girls program we've gotten to cover here a couple of times. They had some very, very good games go into this overtime frame. You were a spectator for that one. And, well, Don, now you joined me tonight. And Ted probably looked at you and said, hey, would you expect any different?
No, he kind of said, watch out. Hans likes overtime, so I guess you got what you wanted.
Second overtime game of the season for Stillwater. That first appearance in the extra frame, a loss to Blaine 4-3 in the overtime period so far in this 2021 campaign. Mahtomedi, their first visit to the overtime period in their start to this 2021 season, as they'll look forward to a trip to Roseau for a trio of games between the 28th and the 30th upcoming. For this Mahtomedi Zephyr side, the Stillwater Ponies, they will travel to St. Michael Albertville, welcome in Lakeville South, in a tournament in St. Louis Park after the Christmas break. As you take a look at the state championship banner there from 2020, the year before, a third place finish. Jeff Peschel and plenty of state tournament appearances. And there's a look, the third-year head coach Greg Zanin building this Stillwater program, has it certainly going in a great direction for this Stillwater boys program. But the Zephyrs, Don, they have been a name that have solidified themselves in many sports and state tournaments, as have Stillwater.
Yeah, it's amazing to see like how the quality of these programs. Here, as we look at some of the Stillwater banners, I mean, it's almost like a constant you can count on. You're going to have these two schools playing, but certainly being part of the conversation. I think that's huge, a huge plus to the programs, to those communities that support and develop all this talent. And tonight's game has been phenomenal and a showcase of some great student athletes, like you said. And smart coaching, smart plays. I haven't really seen any, bad plays or bad anything happening. So that's nothing, and no cheap shots or anything like that really either. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy to see that happening. I think we've had a couple penalties, but I think they've all been basically hard-working penalties.
As positive as a physical game you could ask for this early in the season. And these fans here tonight, they've been treated to a good one. Stillwater and Mahtomedi, they share this rink. It's home ice for both teams. Tonight, the Zephyrs have been the home team on the scoreboard. Both schools have a really good crowd out here tonight. The only game of the week for these two teams. They've been treated to a good one at the start of their holiday week. So here we go. Headed into a sudden death overtime between these two sides. Scoreline were to hold, it would fall to a level draw here tonight between these two teams. The Zephyrs and the Ponies. Second trip to overtime this season for Stillwater. First of the year for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs after a physical game, 3 periods. Overtime due up right now. Hans Bristol, Don Ackerman with you from the Rec Center in Stillwater. Ed LaRue, our director, and his crew with us here tonight. They've done a fantastic job. And into the overtime frame we go with a face-off win for the Zephyrs. All tied at 1 apiece. A rivalry matchup into overtime tonight in Stillwater. It's played into that far corner to open the period. That skipped out toward Thomas Anderson inside the Stillwater goal as it was rifled from that far wall. Caught a pair of skaters in traffic. It's played down to the ice right at the center red line, and a big hit to open this overtime frame from the Zephyrs. Getting a round of applause from some of these Mahtomedi fans. So it comes out to the center red line with 7:25 to go. Good, beautiful pass, feeds into the left wing side. This is Scuso who moved in, carries it out to the top of the slot, didn't have a look on goal. Boy, what a pass that was out of neutral ice for Stillwater. Held in at the point. Dustin feeds it into that far corner, and coming into this period, Don, Stillwater, a good forecheck, good physical start, this time inside of Mahtomedi's zone.
Yep, good hitting, good passing, but better defense so far.
Laid out to neutral ice. Dustin is there, feeds it over to Roski. Roski sends in a diagonal pass, catches one Zephyr, allows the Ponies to collect. On the near wall, that's flicked out in front, set in front of Dardis for a moment. There was one black sweater toward the painted area.
That was dripping
we'll have an
juicy.
icing.
That puck's just sitting out there overtime.
Tell you what, not far away from it, I believe was Tecito.
Yep.
He would have had a beautiful look in on goal.
Tecito's a skilled player too, so someone to definitely keep an eye out for.
Vision and awareness of where to be around the painted area at all times. With 6:35 to go in this overtime frame. Still knotted up at 1 apiece. Is there a winner between these two sides tonight? Sure has felt like a game that deserves one to either way. Sails all the way behind the Stillwater goal. Picked up there. 5 winner. He turns for a moment to the far wall. Leaves it on the near side for Mosley.
Got to watch the turnovers.
Turns it into a turnover. That was sent in by the blue line there from Dardis. And Dardis had a look in on goal, but now Stillwater were able to recover out to neutral ice. In moves Mosley. Mosley feeds it off to Anderson. Anderson sent it into the slot. Mosley wasn't there to get a stick to it as it is flicked into the neutral ice, into the Mahtomedi bench, stopping us at 5:56 here in overtime.
Hard to get a clean shot through, and you're definitely seeing that. I think you're hoping someone can chip it in and have a redirect, but the defenses have not allowed anything like that to happen. So it's been pretty impressive, actually, to not see that many shots where they're redirected or whatnot. Pretty much all the shots are straight on the goalie, and he's got a good chance to stop it.
5:56 left in this overtime frame. Still level, 1-1. Mahtomedi and Stillwater. Face-off win for the Zephyrs. Comes out free to neutral ice. Lindeberg on top of it first for the Ponies. Now is shuffled onto this left-hand wing. Moving in and sending it wide is Cam Breer that time. Held it on the far point. That had to be dealt by Dardis as it comes back out to the blue line in a heavy collision between a Pony and a Zephyr. Now out to the point. That's sent in front. Loose puck is played away by the Zephyr defense yet again with 5:20 left here in the third. Quickly over to the far wall. On the right-hand zone entry, Mosley. Forced out of it on the end wall. Searching for a centering pass was Scusa that time. Now it's some good time in the Zephyr zone here for the Ponies. Not something we saw a lot of in that third period. Scusa takes some contact. Ends up with the stick of Bees. Bees moves in. Bees wraparound chance. Denied by Dardis. And again comes freed into the Stillwater zone. 4:48 left in the third. Or in the overtime. And it still is the third here in the arena. We are in the overtime frame.
Yeah, so far Stillwater's owned this extra period with their opportunities.
Comes out to the blue line. This is fed in. High slot looking for a chance on goal. That
Can't
was
get through.
Denied. Too much traffic there on that chance for Mahtomedi on goal. Dardis tries to play it off the far half wall. Here's a collision with a Pony to the blue line as it's out toward the center red line with 4:10 left here in the third.
I think Roski wiped out that last shot. Then this one's going up. Oh, he almost could have come our way.
And look out, flicked out of the Mahtomedi zone right to our broadcast area.
Kids wanted a puck, but one of the fans threw it back in.
Got my baseball glove.
I think if I had a glove, I could have got it, but it's a little bit out of reach.
Would have needed that right there. Would have caught it for you. Would have had it right.
You got it. You'd
Yeah.
Stop it for me.
Back to my
Saved my life.
9th grade baseball days. Long time ago. Not too long, but long ago enough where I don't know if I trust my skills on that front. 4:04 left in this overtime frame. What a game tonight between Stillwater and Mahtomedi. Question is there a winner in this battle? Besides the fans and us who have been able to spectate this game. Mosley got tied up with a stick.
Yeah, I feel like we won.
Him.
This is a great game.
Absolutely. Tecido picking up a loose puck. Sent to the point. Lindeberg to the far side. The look on goal there from Braden Winter.
Kind of telegraphed, unfortunate. Whoa, we still got some chippiness there. We still got some guys knocking to each other. They want to talk. Here's your stick.
Tell you what, this is where your coaching staffs are sitting there going, my goodness, do not find yourself into the penalty box in this overtime period.
Right.
3:40 left in the overtime frame. Mahtomedi will get a change, and we'll have a face-off to the glove side of Ben Dardis. How good have these goaltenders been tonight? 36 shots on goal for Mahtomedi, 31 for the Stillwater Ponies. Dardis at one end, Anderson at the other. Both top-notch performances.
And those are the ones that got past the defense.
Lindeberg has to feed it to Wenner into the near corner. 3:20 left now in this overtime frame here at the rec center in Stillwater.
Really got to watch your passing here. I think a turnover in one of these deep zones could be deadly.
Not nearly there in the third. Late in that third period, Mahtomedi were able to pick up, I believe it was Haycraft, collected a loose puck out of neutral ice. Shot from inside the blue line, hits off a pony and is picked up by Anderson, skating hard down the far wing. And contact plays him off the wall.
Yeah, good play by Wenner to place himself between the shooter and the goaltender.
Gulichen comes in onside. 2:40 to go in the third period. Laid out to the blue line. This is Hard. Feeds it over to the point. Bruner sends it in. Loose puck in front. Right there was Gulichen. But the glove of Thomas Anderson was the first one to a puck just sitting in the painted area with 2:34 left in this overtime.
I mean, really, really great job. People working together there with Beiersdorf, I think, getting a chance at the end. If that puck would have been loose, maybe a way to chip it in. But solid cooperative effort there to kind of have one player set up the other, set up the other.
Lead to a face-off to the stick side of Anderson. This is left in front on the turnaround. Sending it wide is Nick Beiersdorf. Turning inside the slot area. 2:20 left. Overtime. Ponies and Zephyrs. This puck skips high into the air. Settles down at the center red line. This is Dardis. Moving toward the blue line. Takes some contact there. Met at the end wall by Roski. Fed up the far wing. Skipping forward is Skuza. Here's Skuza leaving it off there for Breer. Breer sends it in. And a stop by Dardis. 2:02 left. That's save number 31 in this game for number 32. And Dardis in goal.
Yeah, Beiersdorf gives Dardis some respect there for snagging that one. That was a solid effort. High puck, making sure you don't have anything bouncing around. Don't give Stillwater a chance. 2 minutes left in this matchup. I guess if it ends up tied, I wouldn't be surprised because this has really been a back and forth battle.
Just really has that feel to it that neither one of these sides are going to be able to find a breakthrough. Absolutely. Absolutely. Still time left though. Minute 50 in this overtime.
Fancy.
Stopped by Haycraft. Stick handling. Coming out of this near side corner. Goes all the way down to the end wall. Now picked up loose. Mahtomedi, what a beautiful stick. Massive stick there by Bo Dustin to deny that chance. That shot comes in high on Thomas Anderson. Goaltender goes down. That draws a whistle to pause play.
Trying to see if Wolfsfeld can somehow redirect that. But again, I think what you see on Mahtomedi's side, someone's trying to set up somebody else. They're not looking for the selfish goal themselves. They're looking to set up somebody else. I love to see that because look at this. You can see him coming around. He's looking for where his teammates are. Decides to shoot it. Maybe somehow it can drop.
Right there on his glove side to
Anderson's aggressive goalkeeper, so I'm not surprised to see that contact at all.
Absolutely. Saw him take that big hit early on in this game. Came back into this contest. Faceoff comes out. Through the center red line come the Ponies. Moving in is Anderson. Has nowhere to go. Just shut down again. Turns into transition for Doggett. Doggett moving in on the Stillwater goal. That puck comes free and is corralled by Lindenberg. Good diagonal pass onto the near wing for Mosley. Mosley trying to forehand glide around a pair of Zephyrs. And with Tecito. Tecito moves in and he scores! Stillwater win it in overtime. 2-1. A game that was lacking a breakthrough all night long, and it comes with a minute 3 left in OT.
The skill of Tecito shines right there. So you can just see the puck handling ability. And he's somebody who can't score goals.
Shoveled in on a second opportunity in behind of the Mahtomedi goaltender's blocker. Ty Tecito, the winner here tonight for the Stillwater Ponies at the Rec Center. In a game, Don, either one of these sides would have deserved a result.
Yeah, and it took here an opportunity. Ty Tecito took that opportunity, is a great skater, was able to get down there, puts the puck on, gets a second shot, third shot, pushes it in, fights for it, fights for the win. Number 5 for Stillwater.
5th win on the season for the Stillwater Ponies. They improve to 5-1. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs, they fall to 4-4 on their regular season. So the Ponies win this one in overtime. And here tonight on VAC TV, what a fantastic game we brought to you. The Ponies and the Zephyrs, a battle down to the end. Ty Tuxedo and his playmaking, the difference in this one, in this game here tonight, that results in the Pony victory as the skaters, after a hard-fought performance, salute their side, and really a strong performance and a strong game from both these sides tonight.
Yeah, meanwhile, we want to also salute somebody. Ted LaRue doing a great job here, showing off his ugly sweater. Beautiful guy in an ugly sweater. Doing a great job.
We are sad to say goodbye to Ted LaRue.
But we're happy that we got to work with him.
We're happy we got to work with him. There's very, very good things for a former Husky, a fellow Husky of mine. And we give a shout out to Ted.
This is the kind of game that Ted deserves,
absolutely.
Right? A beautiful win in overtime, a good hard-fought battle, good hockey all around. One player showing his skill like Ted does, scoring to win like Ty Tuxedo. I mean, it doesn't tie out any better than that.
It sure put a bow on the gift of tonight's game.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Headed into the Christmas holiday week. And what a fantastic finish tonight. Stillwater do win this one in overtime. Ty Tuxedo, the overtime winner here, 2-1 is our final score. The Ponies improve to 5-1. The Zephyrs, they fall to 4-4. Hard-fought team here tonight, Don, by both of these sides. Both teams deserve to win. It's the Ponies who get that last chance, and they convert and win it in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what you did as a coach, I think you'd be pretty happy. The only thing that didn't happen is you didn't get that final chance that Ty Tuxedo got. They took shots and shots and shots at the goaltender for Stillwater. Couldn't break through. Mahtomedi couldn't. But the goals that we saw were all high-quality goals, good effort goals, and what a great game.
Fantastic game. Ponies take this one tonight 2-1. We've really enjoyed bringing this game to you. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. We wish you a very happy holidays into the holiday break as we sign off. And our director, Ted LaRue, signs off here one final time. For Don Ackerman, I'm Hans Bristol. We say so long on VAC TV. Our final score tonight, Mahtomedi 1, Stillwater 2. Thanks, everybody. Have a great and safe holiday season.
Ackerman.